dialed in
to Bucks and Brews, you might hear something
you can use.
like tips on your cash or tips on the suds.
You're gonna want to
The
use
smarts of these
because
stuff.
they know the
And
brews.
they know the Bucks, and they know they can't help the stubborn fucks.
So listen up, because shit's not funny.
Save yourself some beer money.
Bucks
And brews.
Bucks and
Bucks
And brews.
brews.
Bucks and Brews.
So welcome back to Bucks and Brews. I've been updating stuff like crazy on the website, updating episodes. Nick, I have to ask you this. So you just tried from Deschutes Brewery, the
Yeah.
Black Butte non-alcoholic. I need your opinion, Nick.
Yeah, I was just really impressed. I felt like I was drinking a freaking beer.
I know.
It was a dark, and Black Butte is a dark, right? And just I thought I had a beer in my hand. Like if you would have poured it in a glass, and it would have been my first beer of the night. I don't normally feel anything. I would never
Never known.
never fucking known. Like
Nope.
like by the end of the night, right? If I had a few of them, I'd have been like, man, something's wrong with me as a person, or like I would never guess that this was non-alcoholic.
Yeah. It's really good.
Mhm.
So in
Yeah.
addition to the Black Butte, I also have a Labatt Blue non-alcoholic and the Heineken 0.0. The Heineken I was not impressed
I'm
with
actually
last
not. I'm not impressed. I got it in a can because a gift.
Yeah.
Like you can get the freebie 2 handout, and you and I are the people that take it.
week. Absolutely.
And I tried it. And I thought it sucked.
Yeah, I'm kind of in your camp there. Like the Labatt was okay,
Yeah.
and I'm okay with that. Couple of ones I had last week that I've not uploaded that episode yet, but they were really really good too. So Nick, what are you drinking?
Oh man, I went back to the tried and true, always the blue Bud Light bottles. And the reason it feels like these ones might be skunky.
That's not
I mean,
good.
I drink Bud Light every fucking day for. I mean, granted, not every day, but
You
that's
know,
my go-to on a constant basis.
you know what it should taste like.
100% all the time, right? It's almost like they were cold, got warmed, and then they
Put them back in the
put it
fridge.
in a fridge type
Yeah.
thing. And because that happens to me. I'll have my cooler sit outside, and then I'll just put it back in the fridge because I don't give a shit. But yeah,
It's disappointing though.
yeah, right. I mean, it's a waste of $8 that I tried to use my goddamn card for.
Yeah. Did it work?
No,
Of course
It's-
not.
well, my card has kind of had problems, like where it says chip malfunction. So I was going to wipe it off, and I was like, "Fuck, I can't use this damn card." And now it's like, so I whip out cash. But here you go.
Do you want to say why you can't?
Yeah, I will. So we were talking about scams and how things work, but I got a phone call yesterday that somebody tried to do a 0 cent transaction on my card, and they're like, "Did you approve that? 0 cents? No, but I don't give a shit." And they're like, "Did you approve this 25 cent transaction to somewhere else?" And I was like, "No." And they're like, "Well, your card is gonna be disabled, and now you have to wait 7 to 10 days and get a card and hope and pray, and now you have no fucking money. Good job."
Makes you really happy, doesn't it?
Right. Well, and then, so it's 5:30 at night, banks close here at 5. And then this morning I woke up at 7. I was in Muskegon all the goddamn day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sorry, for most of the morning. Drove 2 hours, made my appointment by a minute to Lansing. So I drive an hour and 50 minutes to get over to Lansing where I have to go. And then finish all that for a few hours and then drive home. And then I get here and I can't make it to the bank in time because they're already closed. So I called my bank this morning though on my ride because I was like, "Hey, I need my card. I wanted to go to the bank so that way you guys just get it and we'll sit here and deal with this crap." So frustrating.
Absolutely, it is. It always sucks when you're scammed and you had nothing to do with the scam. So I want to plug some episodes coming up.
Yeah, let's do it.
So next week we should have somebody that West Michigan people will know, Brent Ashcroft, formerly of WZZM. He left his position in December and he went into coin and dollar. What do you call it?
Into currency.
Yeah, but like rare.
Yeah, like gold and silver.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a word for that. And
There is, and I can't
we
think
can't
of it.
think of. Yeah,
because we're very professional.
Oh my
here.
gosh, it's not even minerals because that's the yes.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
So
But gold, silvers, medallions, things like that, gold bars, and rare coins.
and Brent may come in with his boss who runs the place, Ben.
Yep.
We're not sure yet, but even if he doesn't, we'll have fun talking to Brent, and I will actually have real beer next week.
Oh, there you go.
I will have real beer for Brent. But I will probably have some non-alcoholic beer too. That way, after I have a couple real beers, I can switch over.
Yeah, and so we talked to Steve last week.
We
and
did, and that episode will be uploaded end of this week.
He might know of what do you say, a $500 and a $1,000 bill just somewhere
Yeah.
laying around.
We
So
have to let Brent know. He
Yeah.
might be really excited.
figure out kind of values on that. So
My wife met a guy 2 nights ago when we were supposed to be on air.
Yep.
And shit went sideways for Nick.
and then some.
His name is Terry Rostick.
There you go.
Terry was a winner at Stark Garden's 10th year anniversary. So he won an amount of money that I don't want to say, but
Yeah.
maybe Terry will talk about that. And he is the first black brewer in Grand Rapids.
Does he own Brass Ring Brewing?
Is he not the first?
I thought that was Brass Ring Brewing.
I don't know.
I could be wrong.
Either way, he's a black brewer in Grand Rapids. He owns Black Calder Brewing Company.
Okay.
Dope beer for dope people.
Right.
So I'm waiting to hear from Terry on how we can get our hands on some of his delicious beer, because we do like to talk beer, and he's going to talk to his guy with the numbers.
And I'll judge the out of his beer right in
Yes.
front of his face.
He had asked me yesterday, he's like, is it okay if we do Zoom because it's hard for me to get away? And I'm like, yeah, we can do that.
Really, your new business is hard to get
Yeah,
away from.
exactly. So
Imagine that.
yeah. So that's coming up. That's going to be quite exciting.
One of my favorite comments yesterday while you came over and visited with your wife. We're going on the cruise, and
Yeah.
your wife goes, "Why can't somebody else take care of your business?" My business is in a storefront, okay? My business is Nick is the fucking business, okay? Like,
Yeah, there's nobody else.
you want me to train somebody on my people just for me to go away for a week? Like, I was like, huh. All right, so you know nothing about any part of my business or how it works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was one of the better comments she made.
Yeah, I was very excited about that one. Just going, huh, yep, not how this works. That's not any of this works.
Yeah.
Reminded me of that commercial with the old ladies with the I unfriend you. It's like,
That's not how it works.
it's not any of this works.
So
Yeah.
tonight
Yeah,
we're gonna talk listener questions.
say we've put it out there. You have asked. We're gonna answer.
And I also have one that I got in my email that I'm furiously looking for here. And we won't start with that one though. We'll start with some other stuff.
We'll see. I enjoy that stand though. I might have to get me a phone like this.
I love this case.
I'm gonna have to look for something like that.
And it was cheap and very durable.
Oh,
And the screen protector.
can we talk about one of the most important things that just happened today in my life?
Absolutely we can.
And so I have played Clash of Clans for about 8 years now.
Yep.
I've had a new phone now for what, 6 months?
Mhm.
So I'm like, maybe more. I don't
You can't play,
Yeah.
can you?
can't play Clash of Clans. Well, so I had a little time after I had calmed down last night from, I mean, you've seen how busy I was very quickly.
Yes.
Like when I tell you guys I'm busy, it's because I'm doing stupid shit like this on a constant basis,
Yeah.
right? And people just don't understand it. And 'cause Don and David, like, they're like, hey, coming over, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, cool, fool's there. I went and put chemicals into it. Like, make sure you guys can entertain yourself, because I knew I had to meet a guy. My brother's coming over to grab his dog. My brother's coming to do this. Like, I have
You
to,
had a
like,
whole bunch of shit going.
I also have a fucking debit card that's going out of nowhere. I have, an email that I have to, and so, right, you got to see 20 seconds of what I do on a normal day,
Yeah.
all day, and so it's like I feel bad because I can't entertain when that's what I'm supposed to be doing. But it's nice that people finally get to see, hey, this is why Nick doesn't answer on a constant basis, because he's busy. But the moral or the point behind the story is, so I get all pissy and I'm sending these emails and I'm doing whatever. And one time when they asked me to recover my account, they're like, have you made a purchase? And I've never spent money on a fucking game, okay? Because I think that's stupid.
Right.
So me being me, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna spend $1. I spent 99 cents on this game to buy. I have 40-something thousand gems, which equals like $250 or something like that.
Okay.
And I spent 99 cents to buy more gems, so that way I can show I have purchased to show them that that's my fucking game.
Right.
And so, and then they're like, "Oh, you just send us a screenshot and all that." So I did that, and I was like, "Here." And finally today, about an hour ago, I got into my fucking game.
Are you so happy?
All I did for 30 fucking minutes was like play this game, and I text because in there's a little group chat. I was like, "I'm back, boys. Here we go." Like, and then I have to come here and do this podcast. I was like, I want to play Clash for a little while. I don't want to do this. Like, let me play some Clash.
Well, I mean, you could play Clash while we're doing this, honestly.
I might at some point. Like, you see me staring off, going, yeah, it's me playing Clash for 20 seconds. Really, like, I don't know. It's one of those games that just calms me.
Yeah.
Because you do certain little things, and then you get fun, and you're like, all right, I don't care. I'm just relaxed. Like, Courtney's like, oh, screens are bad for you. You don't sleep. But lately, I'll watch TikTok, and I'll get bored in a sense of like my brain is just calmed because I'm watching people, and then I lay my phone down, and all of a sudden, boom, I'm just out because it's like reading, and it's like, all right, there it is, bye, have a good night, and like I'm out. And so I'll watch a few videos, and there it is.
Well, and this is totally a guy thing.
Yeah.
We had this conversation at your birthday, and then I had it the next day at the business. Okay. We were talking about purple nipples. Okay.
Yeah, purple nipple, yeah.
Yeah. So Dawn's like, have you ever fucking done that? I'm like, nah, I never did that. No. And she goes, why do guys do that? And I'm like, I mean, we like to inflict pain on our friends. That's just kind of what it is. I said, because,
because it's funny.
You tap a guy in the balls, that's funny.
Yeah.
And after tapping him, you punch him. After punching him, you kick him.
Right. That's it. Like,
there's a progression.
Yeah. So it's right. Like you go into twister, and then you go for the nut slap, and then we as guys we go for the ball tap or whatever. Yeah. And then you get the two for flinching fucking game, right? So you're like, one way or another, I'm hitting you, right? Oh, you flinch, you back away from it, bam, two. Yeah. And you hit him twice. And you're just like, huh? Yeah. I mean, it's just kind of a stupid thing that I've grown up with. That's what guys do.
It.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about it with the girls the next day, and they're like, "This is so dumb. Why do you guys do this?" I'm like, "Because this is what guys do. I mean, we're stupid."
I say, I feel like if guys and girls were different, we would just go around with like everybody's boobs, right? Because
totally would.
Boom, boom, boom. That's all day.
Totally would do that. Yeah.
Let's see. And I don't know. To me, it's the whole circle below the waist thing, right? Mm-hmm. Like trying to get them, then you hit them for that. And, it's just like as much as you played Slug Bug, right? I mean, Slug Bug, bam, you hit somebody. And when they came back out with the Volkswagen Beetle, man, everybody was excited.
You played Bloody Knuckles or
the quarter game.
Oh, right?
Yeah. Where you set to spin it and then hit each other's knuckles. Yeah. That's how you share blood between two people.
So many stupid things we did to beat on each other.
Yeah. Hey, right.
I do want to give a shout out to all our new listeners in Spain.
Yeah, hey.
We had a spike. Spanish were downloading like crazy.
You know why?
Why?
We're going on a cruise and going to be pesos and pesos soon.
That could be.
Yeah, you're welcome.
They don't use pesos over
there. No. The euro.
Yes.
That happens.
But
they know that that's what we're going to be.
Yeah. So that's a good thing.
Yep.
So let's get to some questions, Nick.
Let's do it.
Because, we were talking scams.
Yep.
And I have a good one here. So this person applied for a 1099 job.
Yep.
Independent contractor. They had an interview, and they were offered 3 different positions.
Yep.
Okay. So one of them, there was no fee, but it didn't pay well. There was no fee. Yeah, exactly. The contract asked for the social, which, I mean, businesses do ask for your social.
Well, 1099s, I mean, if I give you a W-9, I need your social or
right.
your business.
So that doesn't really worry me too much. The other job wanted $150
for the leads.
Some kind of hiring fee. This person. Now, according to them, they use it to make business cards. Nick?
$10.
Yeah.
$10.
And maybe some t-shirts and hats.
Yeah.
Bucks and Brews t-shirts, $15. Get yours today.
Yep.
we're up to $25, which is a far cry from 150.
Yeah.
And typically, I don't know, jobs that I've had in the past that needed business cards, the business provides them.
Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, we provided business cards here.
Yep.
We don't ask our employees to come out of pocket for that. And maybe some places are different. I
So
don't know.
I say some places do. I
Yeah.
mean,
So they were kind of wondering what we think about that.
yeah, it matters on what the position is, right? I don't think the person went into too much detail on what the position actually is.
Really didn't.
You know, if it was a contractor position, I mean, right now I wouldn't see it as a thing, but if there's so many contractors and nobody can find them, hey, I'm going to give you these leads on these jobs, and you're gonna, you'll pay for the leads aspect of it.
Yes.
But like if it's a sales job and they're giving you specific business cards that has their company branding and stuff like that, and you happen to be a 1099, let's say it's for Dish Network.
Okay.
And Dish 1099s all their installers and things like that.
Oh yeah.
You know what? Like I can see it. They're having to pay and put their logo on, and people quit on a constant basis. So I don't know about $150, but I guess if it came with shirts that say Dish on it and it came with the thing plus the business cards, yeah, okay, I guess I could see that thing, but I don't know why there's 3 different positions being offered with.
Well, and this leads me to when I was just stopping college the first. Okay? Mike had moved down to Rockford because he was thinking about going to Northwestern for grad school, and he moved in with me, and we were looking for jobs, and we went to this place that they had a job for a call center.
Yeah.
And we're like, well, that seems easy. And the pay was like $7 an hour. So we went and we listened to this, pitch and shit. And then afterwards, after they do the pitch, the guy goes, "You gonna sit for the next presentation we got?" And we're like, "What is it?" He goes, "They make a lot more money." And we're like, "Well, okay." So we sat and they went through that pitch, and those people made, air quotes, a lot more money.
Yeah.
So we had the option between the two. So we took a little more money, which was sold to us as long as you are available for 70 appointments a month.
What vacuum are you selling?
Filter Queen.
There you go.
You knew it, huh?
Saying that screams.
You would make $13.50 a month.
Yep.
And I mean, this is 1997.
Yeah.
Maybe. At $1,350 a month, pretty good money back then.
Yeah.
So we're like, fuck yeah, we're gonna do that. That sounds way better. No, you had to go out in every appointment they gave you. Oh, speak of the devil.
We might as well have him join.
We might as well have Mike join because we're telling a great story here.
Had to get on and say hi.
Hey, Mike.
Are you gonna stick around for a few?
Maybe. I wanted to show the beer. I got it one well today.
What did you get at One Well today?
It is, and it's probably hard to read. It's a tequila barrel aged. It's only goes to show as one of their standard beers. It's a Lime Goat. So this is a tequila barrel aged Lime Ghost.
Oh,
That
there you go.
sounds good.
We want to take a scam call.
Absolutely.
A scam call.
Hello, Nick with Buck and Brews. Hello? Hello? Oh, come on, answer me.
That's
Sorry,
too
boys, I
bad.
tried.
Mike, we're talking about some scams right now. We're going through some listener questions. And I was
Awesome.
telling a story about a job that we were presented with in 1997.
Oh my God. I remember that job.
Can you give your insights real quick on that job, Mike? 'Cause I want to see if they match up to what I said.
Let's see. We were basically told, well, initially the funny part is we went in, I think thinking we were going to do like the people that make the phone calls or whatever.
Yep.
They're like, no, we need you guys to like do this. They're like, if you do so many, shows, you're guaranteed like, I don't remember, $1,200 or something like every 2 weeks or a month or whatever. And yeah, you can do show after show after show, but you get no money unless you actually sell some.
Unless you actually.
And it was all It was all like just super fantastic. That was the term to use.
I
to
had
use
to say super fantastic all the fucking.
Oh man,
Super
I,
fantastic.
I sold Kirby vacuums.
Did you?
Oh yeah, for a little while.
Yeah.
They're the best vacuum out in the whole world. So
Filter queens are better. Sorry.
here's my favorite thing about. All right, so
They both make a lot of noise and make a lot of trash when you throw them off a really tall building.
one thing,
Bucks and Brews
Bucks and Brews. What?
bottle opener.
This can
Oh,
opener or bottle
Excuse me.
opener.
Let me
Show that off.
pass this
Yeah,
along
show
right
the-
here.
Thank you.
So, right, one thing I will tell you is, Dale Church, go fuck yourself. It's his business. So this guy's like the most arrogant asshole I've met in my life, and now his business is right there off of 28th and Clyde Park. There's a big pride flag hanging on the building, right, which was like not Dale Church, and he's now a used car salesman for. And
Why am I not surprised?
you know, he used to drive around this Lincoln, right? And he'd always tell us, "Oh yeah, I have my Corvette in my garage. I have my Corvette, 90 degrees, and you have this convertible Corvette." Yeah, nobody's ever seen it, right? Like you're here making money hand over fist, talking about these cruises that you've been on, and still haven't done it. But one thing he would do is take out, wads of cash out of his pocket, pull a nickel to move,
Right.
and gas prices, who gives a shit? Make more money. Do that, make more money, right? I was like, man, that's fucking
Yeah.
true though. Like, so it's one, like he was good at that sales aspect of getting you bumps. I was like, man, good job. Like, and that's being the poor kid, right? He's like, it's a poor mindset. Being the poor kid, I was always one thing I told myself, I'll never bitch about gas. Like, if I want to go somewhere, just get my car and go.
Yeah.
I don't actually care, right? Like, we talked about that on the vacation of coming back. Like, my wife's like, "Do you really think that the $20 extra to fill your tank is gonna matter?" And I was like, "No, not really.
I mean, it sucks, but at the end of the day, whatever.
Like,
I'm not gonna
I'm not
not
gonna
drive.
I'm not gonna fucking walk, right? Like, I pay for Ubers, like I don't care." But so that was kind of the same thing. Hey, you gotta go show 10 of your friends and family first, and then we'll let you out in the field. And we'll pay you for training.
Gee, that sounds familiar.
So, I do my 10. They try to set me up for something or whatever, and that, whatever. And I'm supposed to get $700 for doing these showings. Get nothing, right? No, you didn't do this. You didn't. And I was like, I have everything signed by the people. Here's my proof. Me now, I would have sued the shit out.
Oh yeah.
So then I ended up selling a vacuum, right? I'm supposed to get $700 for this damn thing. Oh, we're taking shampoo out of you. We're taking the rental of this out of you. We're doing this.
If you sell it for less than like the actual asking price, you get less. And then yes, if you throw extras in, or like you said, like the fact that you have to like use shampoo to show how it works, or
because they gave me the bottle, so I had to purchase that apparently, right? And I was like, fuck. So I quit after that, right? And I was doing really well in the sales aspect. I can sell vacuums apparently.
I was quite good at selling them as well.
Yeah.
I was really bad at them.
Mike was very
Let's say. But
And before we get back onto,
I sold Electroluxes too.
did you? My mom loves
I fucking love them. Greatest vacuum of all time.
question.
Yeah.
I fucking
Let's say before we lose this. Let's say.
yeah, I totally forgot.
Um,
It was a decent question. I can't say it was a good one because I forgot.
but no. So if
That's
you
fine.
buy,
I'll share with you guys quick. But I stopped at Meijer on my way back from Winwell just to grab some things that I knew my kids and I would need over the next day or so. And I started like I felt like I needed to cry like on the ride home. At this point, I'm like so overwhelmed with stress and anxiety, but at the same point, like just like happiness knowing I've got like friends and people like really care about me and they can talk to me and stuff like that.
I mean, we love the shit out of you.
let's say more than we can tell you, man.
We could do a whole other
Wouldn't care if I pop on for a couple of minutes, even if I jump off it in like 15 to go get my kids.
That's more than fine. You jump off
Absolutely.
whenever you need to.
Let's say.
Yeah, I found that selling those things, I got my thought back. Did you sell better to rich people or poor people?
Poor people,
Always.
always.
They always want to buy everything.
And that's what the rich people have, right? That's what
Right.
They assume they have the best of the best.
God no.
So,
It's always the poor people because unfortunately these jobs they really prey on the poor people. 'Cause so the thing that was preached to us was always be closing. ABC always be closing.
Yep.
So you'd say stupid shit like, "Do you like your house being dirty?" Well, no.
No.
And if you could keep your house cleaner for dollars a day, that would be worth it, right? Well, of course it would.
Yeah.
Well, for only $45 a month for the next 72 months, you can buy this awesome filter queen that will keep your house cleaner than clean.
And purified because it
Yes,
has
and purified because it's an air
You know, that's
purifier.
the thing I always like. It's like, no, it's not a vacuum, it's an air purification system.
Yes.
Yeah.
They preach that to us. This is not a vacuum.
Yep.
It just happens to vacuum.
Yep. What's the most used, least clean spot in your house?
Living room.
Nope. That's absolutely most used, least clean place in your house, Mike.
Most used, least bathroom.
Nope, that's absolutely that. You should clean your fucking bathroom more. So come
Bedroom?
here, come with
Bedroom.
me. Where's your bedroom? Right here. Oh, your bedroom's right here. Right. Tell you what, I'm gonna take this vacuum. I'm gonna suck it up. And I had black little bags that they put on instead of a bag,
Yep.
right? I had a black
Disc.
napkin.
Yeah.
That it would hold it.
Yeah.
Oh, check this out. That's dead skin cells.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Oh,
That's
the dead skin cells really get them.
That's what you're sleeping on a constant basis. I was like, now think about that. That's this whole bed. Now imagine what my vacuum can do for you, right? Like it'll help you sleep better. It'll, you won't sleep in this filth, and nobody wants to sleep in this filth. You shouldn't have to. I'm sorry that you're doing that right now. You know what? But so I want to get to a funny thing, and then we'll get back to our
We were told to give grief to
Kirby.
people, Kirby, because basically when Kirby would do their demonstrations, they would like set the motor up, not with like all the like whatever's on them.
Yeah.
So that's why they would say that's why it works so well. But then
Yeah.
you lose performance once you turn it back into a vacuum.
So before you tell your thing,
Yeah.
how often do you wash your pillowcases?
Ask my wife.
I guess. How often should
We do it once a week.
so you do it once a week? How often do you wash your pillows?
Never.
Right. How often do you change it?
Oh, actually, she just bought me a pillow for my birthday.
Okay, but when
How
was the
often?
last one?
On Christmas, probably.
Okay, so like every 6
I'm
months.
probably more than most people in this
So
world.
go grab me your pillow right now. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna shove it in this bag, and I'm gonna hook the filter queen up to the bag, and I'm gonna suck it down and basically vacuum seal it. And you're gonna see all the shit that comes out of your brand new pillow that you've only used for a week now. And people would freak the fuck out.
Were they like the one I actually sold? They were sold on when I put the kid into the big plastic bag, up to like his chest or whatever, and sucked all the air out of him.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my god, that is the greatest thing ever.
You go skin tight on them.
I believe Mike had a beer with that guy.
There you go.
I think I did, yes.
So I was watching
And I
TikTok.
think like the next day I had a seizure.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
You did. It was because you sold filter queens.
Right?
No, I saw the light coming out of the closet behind Doug.
Yes, behind Doug. Poor Doug.
Watching TikTok and there's the Roll Tide guy.
Yeah.
And he goes, I got a knock on my door the other day. I open up my door, guy throws a pile of shit on there and goes, my vacuum can't eat or pick that up. I will eat every piece of it. He looks at me and goes, hope you like eating shit because we ain't got no electricity. Good luck. He goes, Roll Tide. I was like, yep. So I guess
I love that guy you send me that he watches other people's TikToks and he's like, what?
yes.
That shit makes me laugh.
All right. Oh, yep. What? That guy's great.
Scams are we talking about?
What's that?
What other scams?
Well, we were just taking questions. So that one,
Okay.
They got hired.
yeah,
The
they
worst
got
job you ever
offered a
had?
job. They got offered a job and they got offered 3 jobs, which is how it got me on Filter Queen because we got offered 2 jobs with them.
Yes.
And
And probably
one of
took
the
the wor-
jobs,
the worst of them.
yes. The one of the jobs they had to pay $150 for. And does that sound legit?
That's
we were
like
just
the
kinda-
one where the one woman or whatever was that we were talking about like a few months ago or whatever.
exactly like that.
And let's see.
Or the other jobs.
They really didn't get into it.
Yeah, they weren't too specific. They just said it's a selling scam. So giving our opinions depending on what the job is, right? If we had
Yep.
more detail. So
We
that,
know about it.
if that person's still listening, let us know and we'll kind of give you a little bit of heads up.
You know what job you could have, Nick?
What's that?
Got a very manly voice. A phone sex operator.
Oh, I would do it in a minute.
Are you the one that sent me the massage guy?
Oh my God, yes, I did.
Mike, I sent it to you. You got to watch that. That'll make you laugh.
I'll probably do TikToks tonight. 'Cause
I
think I
was-
did that.
I was scrolling through and catching up on the million that David fucking sent me. And yeah,
Hey, listen, motherfucker. You sent me like 12 today.
we'll talk about that one another time after you watch
Yeah.
the because that was the most amazing thing I've heard.
It was pretty fucking
I loved
badass.
it. Every
He doesn't send me anything.
Are you friends
on
with
TikTok?
You need to be.
I haven't figured out how to like search people, and if you're not like the person I sent you in the past,
I did Nick Watkins LLC, so I know
You-
I'm at least following you. Maybe you never followed me back.
well, you
So-
know what? Why don't you guys talk, and I'll fucking get right on.
So,
this.
Mike, just so you know, all the good ones that Nick sends me, I send your way.
I
No.
figured probably.
I do that with Andre's too, because I don't know if Andre is sending you any lately.
He
So
hasn't
if he
sent me
sends-
any lately. The
if he
last one I
sends
think
me a-
he sent me was the Patton Oswald at the start
Yeah.
of Boba Fett.
If he sends me a really good one, I'll send that your way usually. All right, so let's talk about this one. I found this one.
I am friends with Mike on here, and I will start sending them to you because I didn't know if you enjoyed the TikTok as much.
He's not on nearly as much as you
I
and
just
I.
don't get on often. I mean,
Well,
I enjoy
I mean-
it when I get on.
Everybody that knows me, cover your ears. I mean, right? I have 2-hour drives to Lansing, and 2-hour drives back. Okay,
Nick's watching TikTok,
I'm listening to TikTok.
listening to TikTok.
And there's times where I listen to the same one like 3 times because like I'm focused and
Right.
I'll be able to swipe or whatever. And it's,
I may listen to some of the Bucks and Brews I wasn't on from recently just to catch up. I want to hear the Roe versus Wade and the inflation and
yeah,
The Roe versus Wade was downloaded quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm I say, man, I want to make sure we stay on topic because I have too much other stuff that I can keep sidetracking us to.
So I found this one. This was not a listener, but I found this one and I thought it was up your alley especially.
Yep.
So this one's on Reddit. Last year I bought a condo and took a mortgage out through Bank of America. Fucking
That's your problem, number one.
Bank of America.
Yes. And they delayed closing multiple times. Okay. Original estimated closing costs were around $5,000.
Okay, normal.
Day before closing, this person got sent a revised loan estimate with $9,000 in closing costs. Fuck you. Of those $9,000, most costs were from the title company and HOA. But Bank of America did add 0.65 points or $1,300 to the loan cost.
Oh.
There were only 15 days between when the bank originally quoted me and when they added the points. So I knew my rate was locked.
You didn't know that. That's the problem.
Right.
You assumed.
Correct. I asked them why they randomly added points to the loan, and they said they miscategorized the type of building my condo was, and now they needed to add points. I went ahead and paid up because I didn't know any better and was feeling desperate at that point, but I'm still bitter about the whole experience.
Mhm.
I was looking around online, and according to the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau, this might actually have been illegal on the bank's part. Would it be worth it to me to file a complaint? Even if I don't get any of the closing costs, it would be nice to at least feel like I'm getting some kind of acknowledgement or retribution for what they did.
Want a free condo?
Right. Well,
So
absolutely, you file a complaint.
here's the thing with Bank of America.
Yeah,
Right?
go.
So, all right, just so everybody knows why I say fuck Bank of America. 2008, 2010 hits, right? Biggest financial crises that are out there. The government steps in. The government gives bailouts. Fucking banks, okay?
Major fucking bailouts.
You and I fucking lend money, right?
Yeah.
You lend money on not Crooked Street.
Prosper.
Right? That fucking person defaults. What happens?
fucking out of my money,
You're out of that money, right?
and nobody's bailing me out.
Fucking A right. Right? And so now you get all these things. You're the one that vetted this goddamn loan. You did it. Okay, things change for the person. That's your choice to be able to renegotiate that loan, right? But the fact is these banks got multiple millions, trillions of dollars to fucking write these things. But Bank of America they had multiple lawsuits because they were not working with people who the bank said you have to give them abilities to refinance, you have to give them abilities to do these things, and they weren't doing it. So people were getting foreclosed on, and all these stupid, ridiculous, just like this, ridiculous fucking fees added to their stuff that technically was illegal because in a foreclosure you're not allowed to make people's life, let's call it worse. Okay. Prime example. You bought it for $100K, you paid your points, you did this for $6K. 6 months later, you foreclosed, you're down to $97,000. You got a stupid fake made up numbers. $97,000 is what you owe on your principal. Bank of America was basically going, well, you know what? It's now you will owe me $120,000 because of this fee, this, this. No, fuckers. Like, we're bailing your ass out for fucking free. You're not double dipping on this aspect of things. And so the bank was like, all right, hey, yeah, our bad kind of a thing. Thanks for the bailout. And people still use fucking Bank of America like they're anything. I don't trust banks. And so, okay, one reason I don't get along with banks, you guys keep saying, oh, you got to go to different banks. And, okay, cool. I already know that fucking factor. Quit rubbing it into my face. And, like, the other thing is, like, my card is stolen. I can't walk into a bank and get a new printed card because they don't know my new numbers, right? Like, it's not like they're going to generate a new number thing for me. The other thing is like, banks work for, like, it's my money that fronts the fucking bank. Okay. No disrespect, I don't mean it in a poor person, rich person way. Banks, they charge overdraft fees, they get all this stuff. They use my money to lend to you.
Yes.
Right. I make 0.001% on my savings account. Let's say I have $100,000 in there. Okay. Cars right now, on average, $50,000. Okay. So they lend my $100,000, hoping that I never take that money out, and they lend it out to two people for $50,000. They're getting 3% interest on that car loan, and I'm getting 0.001 on that. So basically, they're paying me 0.001 to lend my money. They're making 2.99% interest on the fucking money, and hoping that I don't do it. And that's why, so basically, we're the ones that fund the fucking bank, right? And there's rich people that own banks, and so there are private banks and things like that. Steve said it the other day, like, it's $1 million net worth to walk in here, and I was like, where the fuck's this bank? That's the one I want to be part of because they understand money. And I'm not saying there's a difference between people, but it's like they're the ones that are going to do the loans I want to do, right? And I told you I reached out to this lady on Tuesday night, sent her an email. Tuesday, here it is. Wednesday, here's Thursday. Still don't have a fucking answer from this lady. Again. No, like, you're an employee of the bank,
Which means you work for me.
Exactly. It's just like the people that say you're a cop. I pay your bill because I pay taxes. You pay a portion of it. I pay a portion of your fucking salary.
Right.
In theory, and the banks need to do stuff for me, and I don't hold it to an asshole. It's like, hey, I want to do non-traditional financing. Hey, I want to get higher interest. Hey, I want to do this. Like, I have no problem. So, like, I want portfolio lending. You're going to charge me 8% on that portfolio lending, but I don't have to jump through all these hoops of Fannie and Freddie. I'm fine with that. But I'm also okay with getting 2% interest for you to send out because you vetted that person that you're getting 8% on. Like, I will buy people's houses, but you're vetting them for me. You're doing the hard work. In theory, I'll lend it.
So I have 2 points. One's about Bank of America and one's about banks.
Yeah.
I have found from the smaller banks, local community type banks, you actually get really good service. Just like credit unions for the most. And I'm going to take Lake Michigan out of that equation because they're almost a fuck.
They're getting huge.
They're just too big. But I know with United Bank, I had a fraud alert on my account. And at the time, one of my former players, Kaylee, was working at the bank. So I call over. I'm like, hey, this is what's going on. They're like, all right, we'll take care of it. Obviously, I'm going to need a new card. They're like, that's fine. We'll have it ready for you. Just come on in. I'm like, okay. Like 3 days later, Kaylee gets a hold of me. She goes, are you ever coming for your card? I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, I printed it that day for you.
Yeah.
You could have come and gotten it 5 minutes later. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know you guys did it that quick. She's like, So you're coming to get your card? Like, yeah, I'll be right over.
I mean, and you know, I deal with that once every few years, but like
Yeah.
the things I deal with on a constant basis, like that's the service I want, right?
Well, see, and I can't say their loans are any good. I've gone to them
Right.
for home loans. I've gone to them for auto loans. They suck.
Yeah.
But with my checking account, it's great.
Well, I'll tell you. So like, I've taken out a car loan before. I'm not afraid to admit that. Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, Mike,
I want to just say something about Bank of America.
go for it.
I just have two things with them. When I got my Royal Caribbean card
Mhm.
to get points and everything when I bought the cruise last year, you know, put that on that was the bank. And then, because I had that, I'm like, okay, when I was doing all that making money for DoorDash and stuff, I'm like, yeah, I want to get that into a different account and diversify. Not realizing that a checking account through that, if I want to deposit something, I could do all the remote deposit, but let's say I have a pile of cash I want to deposit. I have to go to an actual Bank of America office or ATM, which of course the closest is up by you guys.
Which is
I'm like,
absolute pain in the ass.
Well, I mean, it's a pain in the ass for a rural guy, but the people like me who are in New York, California or Texas, like there's Bank of Americans in all your big cities.
Yeah.
Right? And so it depends on that's the only reason like Chase is okay, because like if I go international or an international bank, I can transfer things. If I go to wherever, like I can do that.
When you brought up the housing crash,
Yeah.
you know what?
And big banks are good for big money. I think if you're
Oh yeah.
on you public without, living on an average wage, I think small banks and credit unions are the way to go.
Oh yeah, and I mean, small banks and credit unions are the way that everybody should be going, right? Like, again, you're supporting okay, yes, is it financed by? Normally, it's financed by the rich people that you don't know who the fuck they are, right?
Yeah.
And I mean that in a way of. So one of my guys that used to do, he was a State Farm agent. He actually owns a bank that you're in the town of, right? He's one of two partners, right? That tells you how much money they have, and they started a fucking bank. Money starts the bank, and then they loan it out, and they hire employees to lend. And the biggest thing is, right, lend. I mean, when you look at a bank and they're buying, okay, so banks are not poor, not because they have our money. It's okay. So Lake Michigan Credit Union, we talked about it. They didn't buy a baseball field with our money. They bought it with our interest and overdrafts and all that we're fucking paying. Okay.
Yes.
That's what people don't understand is, okay, you're paying them and their money is that interest money. The difference between my 0.001 and the X amount of percent they're giving you. Okay. So if Fannie and Freddie offer you a 4% interest rate on your house, they're probably actually writing it for 3.5%, and they're getting a 0.5% on these types of things. And so they're paying their employees, they're doing this. And you have to understand that, again, it's yours and my money that's making the money. And what they're doing, they're doing exactly what, sorry, you said this thing, Prosper, what Prosper's doing, okay? Mike, you have 10K. David, you have 10K. I have 30K. So that we were back up to that 50. Okay, now guess what we have? Or let's just say 5 people all at 10K. They're lending that 50 out for a person for a car, and you're getting 0.001, and they're getting 3% on their fucking car. Like, and they're just doing it multiple times.
Yep.
And sure, they'll bring in a 6th person, so they have 60K backing this thing in case my dumb ass gets pissed and leaves with my 10K.
Right.
They have the back. So,
Well, see, and the other thing that I really hated about Bank of America during that financial crash,
Yep.
You know who they bought?
who's that?
Countrywide,
Oh, really?
who was one of the biggest servicers of adjustable rate mortgages. Just the reason that the fucking housing market. So I know for a fact that it was Bank of America that bought them out. Guess who my loan was with?
Really?
I had a loan for a month, and Countrywide bought my loan. Now I had a fixed loan for 30 years, but they bought my loan, and in 2008, it went to Bank of America.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, right? Like Chase has some of mine. Chase has 7 of my loans right
Mhm.
now. And the good thing is like when I walk in, it's funny because, right, they're tellers and it's fun. That's just a job to me. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, no disrespect, but they don't have housing numbers. They don't have this type of a thing. They don't,
They get paid $11 now.
right? They're
So they don't know do shit.
they're tellers, right? And they're money transaction people. And sometimes like they're happy to see me, but if they're busy, they're like, fuck, I have to sit here and write out seven, I don't know how about you. And people, it's just like tipping aspect, right? People look at, like, if you're working in a bank and people are like, oh, if you don't fill out a deposit slip or withdrawal slip, you're the asshole. No. You again work for me. Like, I'm paying you 3%, right? Or 2%, letting you earn this money so you can fill this paperwork out for me, right? Like, I will do whatever I can to help you, which is why I have a cheat sheet, like, in my wallet of, hey, these are my loans. I just hand them this, and then we go through the last 4 digits. I pay these amount of money.
So, I got a question here.
Yeah.
Somebody asking about a 4-day work week. Studies show that 4 8-hour days are more productive than the typical 5 8-hour days.
No,
And-
it's got to be 4 10s versus 5 8s.
No, 4 8s are more productive, 32 hours. 4 10s are not more productive because you have to assume that once you hit hour 7, 8, 9, you're not nearly as productive as you were hours 1 through 6. Okay.
I gotta pull keys out of my book. They're poking me.
That is a little too personal, Nick.
Let's say.
Anyways, so this person asked their company about the idea of 4 8-hour days.
Yep.
Making it the standard at their company.
Yep.
And their company came back with, nope, we're not looking at that. And would you be willing to give up compensation to work 32 hours instead of 40?
Yeah,
Because
8 hours.
you should be willing to do that. And I'm sitting there thinking about that because, I think about things. And I find that answer extremely tone deaf. So I'm salaried.
Mhm.
And technically, I have to work, whatever full-time hours are, which 40 hours.
Yep.
But if they scaled it back to 32,
Mhm.
they're not taking money away from me because I'm salaried.
You're telling me, right?
So I could work 32 hours in 4 days and still get the same compensation.
Yep.
So I think that's just tone deaf.
Oh, okay. So, do you watch? And we'll give him a shout out. Well and Septic Life on TikTok. You should.
Yeah.
Seems like a great business guy. Seems like things. So he brought up a point of one. He goes, all right. So he goes, I have this guy who's fucking work, right? 10 hours of working, 6 hours, and then he's like, all right, what do you want me to do? And he's like, go home. No, I really need the money. He goes, okay, go home. Well, what do you mean? He goes, I need the money. Like, do you have anything? He goes, I'm gonna pay you for your 10 hours of work that it was supposed to take, and you've done it in 6. Like, you've done it professionally, you've done it to standard. Or his example was he did 40 hours of work in 4 days, and he's like, all right, what do I do Friday? And he's like, no, like, you've done 40 hours worth of work. Like, just, you're done. Not that you work 40 hours. You work 6 hour day. Like, go. I'm paying you 40. I'm paying you 50.
Yeah.
Like, whatever it is. Like, this is the amount of time it would have taken a normal person to fucking do this. Yes, I want you to be rewarded for being successful and being good at your job, right? And like, that's how I look at things. Like,
And wouldn't that be nice?
so I think you and I share the new guy on TikTok quite a bit, who talks about the bad boss.
Oh,
All right,
I love
yeah,
him.
to say, like, yeah, we've done. We're gonna get you guys a pizza. You made $30 fucking million, and we're getting a pizza party. Yeah, we're gonna let you guys. We're gonna let this line go and blah blah. You have to come in and work Saturday. I hit fucking record numbers all goddamn week. And I have to work Saturday for it. Well, it's not my choice.
I watched the one yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, just reminding you, I'm going to be out for the next week because of my wedding.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you have to be here Saturday. Well, I can't be here Saturday. We've already discussed this. I'm getting married on Saturday.
Yeah.
No, you have to be here. I don't remember discussing it. You have to be here. And the guy's like, listen, I won't be there. He goes, well, you have an option. You can either be here and have a job or not be here and not have a job. He goes, I'm getting married. I'd rather my wife's happy, so I guess I quit.
Yeah. I told you about that when I was working for New Light, or excuse me, I don't want to bash New Light, fuck them too. I was working at Mead Johnson for a third-party company called Chemco. Yeah, I was working Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, half day, Wednesday, 12-hour days, and then 6, right, to make my 40. And I am going to get married to my wife at this time. And I was like, hey, I gave him, one heads up, like, and then it comes closer, and I was like, hey, who's covering me? And they're like, well, we don't have coverage. And I'm going on my honeymoon right after, like I'm doing this, like, well, we don't have. I'm letting you know I'm getting married. I'm gonna be there for my wedding. Well, can you work Sunday? You're getting married on Saturday. No, I'm going to get married. And they're like, well, we'll see. And I was like, yeah, we'll see if you have an employee when I fucking come back, okay? Figure it out if not. So like, right, and then they're making me like thank a guy for covering me, and I was like,
No.
Josh, and it's funny because the guy reminded me of the Dale Church guy, Josh, and whatever the fuck the other guy's name is. I was like, I don't see you two fucking volunteering to work my shifts. Okay, so shut the fuck up, right? Like if you're not, well, we're not allowed to do that. I was like, so you manage the people, manage correctly, and that was the first start of a bad boss to me,
Yeah.
right? Like, I just can't believe that mindset of people. Like, God, I don't care. There's nothing in life worth more than giving that employee that time, right? I can see it if that employee has taken off, every single week and done this and that. Like, it's time to get rid of that employee. But again, you know me as an employee. I'm fucking there all the time.
If they work their ass off, you need to.
Just as much as my office is like, oh, Nick has time off. Like, Nick is there, and I stayed late because there was a creepy guy that came into the business apparently today and asked some weird questions. So the girls were a little scared. And so I was like, I'll stay, make sure you get your car. I'll stay for you, make sure you get your car. I'll stay, make sure you get to your car. Like, and then I walk out with everybody. Like, I work till
Dad was
5.
there.
What's that?
My dad was there.
5:45, and it's these were just like, it just made them feel uncomfortable, right? And so I was like, fine, like you're uncomfortable, like that's all you have to say, right? I'll be there.
Well, I had a meeting today with my boss.
Yep.
And she had hopped on third, and then Christy hopped on after her. She asked me how I'm doing. I'm like, yeah, I'm all right. She goes, mind you, the number one lie that people tell is I'm all right.
I'm all right.
She goes, so they going okay? And I'm like, no. She goes, why? I said, dealing with a lot of BS. And she goes, like, well, I'm like, oh, this person's doing this and that person's doing that. It's annoying the hell out of me. And she goes, can I help? I'm like, no, it's fine. I'll deal with it. But, just the asking of, what's wrong? Can I help? I'm like, all right, well,
Cares.
yeah, she cares.
My older friend of mine, my mentor, and I had this conversation just yesterday. We talk about our trials and tribulations because everybody goes through them, right? Not everybody goes through victories, right? So if I walk in and say, hey, I bought a house today and I made $100,000, it causes a jealousy aspect. It causes animosity because I'm over here busting my ass just as much as he, but he's doing, more successful, and people don't have that in their life, so they do these types of things. Everybody if you just say, yeah, man, having a shit day. Yeah, I'm having a shit. Yep, this happened. We've all done that. And so that's how people gather around is the negative. They don't gather around they don't celebrate other people's victories. They don't celebrate the positives. And that's one of the biggest things. And when you go, and so because my buddy goes, hey, if I said this, if I said, hey, I'm having a bad day and blah, 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 what would you say? And I go, what's going on, man? How can I help you? And he goes, that's not a response to normal. He goes, and he said, what do you guys always, you're an anomaly. And I said, God damn it, Walt, like I've been called an anomaly by so many people, I'm getting tired of it because that's not how it should be.
It's not how it should be, but it's how it is.
Right? But that my mindset never wants to think that way. I don't want to, like, it's not how it should be. Like, it should be the same as me, if not better, right? I should be the piece of shit. I should be the lowest of low.
So,
in the sense of,
how many times have you told me you are a amalgamation of the 5 people you hang out with the most?
Yeah.
Okay. So you and I hang out a decent amount.
Yeah.
We're very similar in many, many ways, right?
Yeah.
We're generous. We care about other people. We're loud. We get drunk a little too often. We're kind of shitty to people when we are drunk. All these, we're very giving. We like to support charities.
Yep.
You look at those things, and I can give you an example of 10 people that are assholes when they're drunk.
Yep.
But I can't give you 10 people that are charitable. They're just not.
What? Funny, I was gonna send it to you. My Facebook memories came back, and you reminded me of the pizza thing and all that. My sister was like, she made oh, hey, my brother's putting together a group of people to go because there was a tornado that hit in Kentwood, and I went and cleaned up a school and loaded up my trailer, did all the multiple trips and stuff. And she goes, hey, get with him. And I was like, just the thing that I do, right? Like, known, I'm here to help. Like, my dad always said I wasn't put on this earth to argue, and I think I actually was because I fucking love doing it. Like the guy that has a sign that says I'll argue about anything on his table, and I'm like, fuck, I'm in love with this. Right? Like, I love to just you and I like
we argue all the time,
right, about fun things. Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. Like we have.
Well, it's because Nick, you're Dragon, and Dave, you're Nighthawk.
probably
That's
true.
probably a fact.
Or vice versa, but some shape or form.
That TikTok you sent me today, by the way,
Yeah.
I laughed my fucking ass off. Mike,
will
I
say,
sent
like,
that to you.
Okay, from a TikTok perspective, like I said, I kind of have 3 favorite people I follow.
Yeah.
Some post more than others. I mean, Crazy Chris, just from a social perspective, he's
Love Chris.
Luis from
Love
all of
Luis.
his, yeah. And
His
then
little
I think
laugh,
from
dude. It's the best.
I think from an overall like work and other thing perspective, it's the Stay Petty guy.
Oh yeah,
He's awesome.
Ronan GT.
Ronan GT. I do. You know what? I mean, the medical guy, he's an optometrist or something like that. He does the little things. I like that guy too.
Nick sent me a TikTok today, Mike. It's these 4 people in a van
The only thing,
lip syncing to "Sweet Child of Mine" from the Step Brothers movie.
Yes.
I forwarded that to you. I laughed
Awesome.
my ass off for 5 minutes. I swear to God.
I would call her.
And one of them actually do all the Adam Scott ranting of
Yes.
Oh my gosh, actually great. And the grandma's, I would call her grandma.
all this money for voice lessons and
Yeah.
phone
The
death.
mom's just sitting there like slouched in the front seat, just
Thank God I can save it. That meme
Yeah.
or whatever, when they're like, yeah, driving to my in-laws house and we're harmonizing a Sweet Child of Mine, and I can't carry my part, but thankfully my super awesome husband saved the day.
Yep. Oh man. So we had another question.
We have another question. So this is right up my alley.
Yeah.
31-year-old, no savings.
Yep.
Get a
Doesn't
savings.
really,
Get a savings.
doesn't really know what to do. Only $1,500 to their name.
Which is more than most people.
It honestly is.
Which sounds stupid.
It really kind of does. So he can afford all the basic stuff, but obviously doesn't have retirement or anything set up later. He's getting an increase in rent. And
1,500 what he makes a month, or
Well, that's what he has in savings.
that's what he has in savings.
Okay.
He
Well,
makes enough a
first-
month to cover all
first
of
throw
the
that
mortgage.
into something that gives him better interest savings.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I disagree.
I mean, maybe not all of it.
That's all
but
the savings
maybe-
that he has.
Yeah.
Comes from a poor family. Lost a job in 17. What to do? So I got a lot of thoughts. First off, it takes $5 to invest.
Yep.
You can use things that you have to pay for, like Acorns or Stash, or you can do other things that will allow you to buy fractional for no extra money, like Robin. Use Robinhood, no extra money, or Public, and just do a little bit of research, throw some money into some things that hopefully you're going to let that grow.
Mhm.
Even like Acorns, just doing the little roundup things that they do. I mean, that still could be $5 to $10 a month.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a good start.
Depending on how often you swipe your card, I had a friend sign up for Acorns. He went balls deep. He went 25% on his 401k because him and I were in a competition of who could invest more money. And then he's like, "Oh, I went to Acorns," and he's like, "Yep, I stopped Acorns." Because he'd swipe his card on a constant, and round up to the nearest dollar, and he's like, I did like $80 and change. I was like, dude. And so
You got to watch what you do.
right. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just it. Like,
Well,
and
and,
that's the thing.
when roundups like that first came out, I did, the same thing because I wasn't watching my account well enough. I mean, this was, 15 years ago, or probably even, maybe even before that, because like 12 years ago was when I was starting to get together with my ex and everything. So, I mean, it was even before that, and I wasn't paying enough attention. And yeah, there were times I bounced because I wasn't accounting for the fact that it was 50 cents here and 60 cents there. And all of a sudden, I'm like, $20 over what I had budgeted. And now it's just like, I've got like cards, I think, attached to my Acorns. And I just am like, okay, but again, I am now to the point where I have that overage in my account that I just consider my zero.
I mean, and that's a great thing to have. As much as I bitch about not having my money, by the end of this week, I'm gonna have more fucking money saved up than I have in God knows how long.
Yeah, because you're not using your debit card.
I'm granted I have cash, but
Yeah, but still not swiping that debit card in any.
yeah. And every time I break 100, I'm like, let's see how long I can make this one last, right?
So, Mike, we literally went to get ice cream last night,
Mhm.
and Nick handed the lady his debit card, and she goes to run it, and he's like, "No, don't do that. Hang on." And I'm like 3 behind him in line. I'm like, "Do you need me?" And he goes, "Can you break 100?" At a small little ice cream shop, and she goes, "Yeah, I can do that."
The one by your house.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
one by his house.
Yeah. And I say it's so funny to deal with that. Like that, that's the hard part is. But one thing I learned today, right? So I'm not gonna lie, I factored it out for lunch. I went to Jersey's Giant Subs. Okay. And I got this number 79, which is literally every fucking meat they have and the cheese. And my bill was $18.01. Guess how much I paid?
18.
18. That's fucking A, right? So if I pay cash, it's 8%. I mean, I'll cover your penny. That's no big deal. Granted, I did spend $18. I was out in Lansing, so I had to go to Jersey's Giant.
But whenever I have cash, I'll pay cash too. It's just I don't normally carry a lot of cash. But I've even got to the point where, like, when I pay for like campouts and stuff for scouts, because the treasurer we had sometimes would go a couple of months without cash and checks. I'm like I said, I don't run overages, or I have the overage, but I still like to know that at the end of a month, everything balances out.
It's hard. I get it. It's hard. I have a tenant who paid me on the 3rd one time, or paid me on the 3rd, and then I'd already gone to the bank because I go on the 1st, right? Then I didn't go to the bank, and like the 7th comes out, and she goes, "Are you gonna deposit that check? Like it's not showing out of my account, and like I really want to like look at my budget and stuff." And I was like, "All right, and I texted back. I was like, "Hey, you're trying to make sure your budget's there." I was like, "I'll run to the bank and make sure that's done," because
Yeah, but I've got to the point now where I just take cash out of whatever I'm going to pay for with a check. I take cash out of ATM and said, "Here's $100 for this, camp out,"
say
because then it's out of my account right away. And at that end of the month, when I'm making sure everything balances out, it balances out.
So, I mean, with this question, I would say, find something you can invest a little bit of money.
Yep. I mean, 401k you can do for any. I mean, I don't know if you have a 401k or a 403b or right. Set yourself up, because when it comes out of your account, you'll learn to budget, right? Because you'll live off less.
Well, and the other thing I would say is, we had this talk, I want to say 2 years ago. It picked up Rush for $20.
Yeah.
I use apps that'll pay me $4 or $5 a month. That can just go to investments. Take some extra surveys. You can find little bits here and there to start building that up with. You just have to do a little bit of work.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, people want instant gratification. Like I tell people, Rome wasn't built in a day, right? It's funny because no disrespect to, I'll call it women, right? It's a joke of women. Oh, it was on sale, and you and I make this thing. Oh, it was on sale.
Pisses me off.
I only spent $40. No, you spent $40, not you only, right? Well, I saved 250. Are you going to sell that stuff? If you're telling me it's worth 290, you save 250 and you spend 40, are you going to sell all of that stuff for $290? Then I'm happy. Congrats, you've made an investment. You spent 40 and you didn't have to, right? Like that's the idea behind this.
But Dawn always gets pissed at me for autographs.
Yep.
Okay. And she tells me all the time, well, you're never going to sell those. And she's right. I'm not going to sell them.
Right.
But if we get desperate, if we run out of money and we need money, I can sell all that shit. And I'm going to make money on most of it. You know, I use Carrie Fisher as an example. I got Carrie Fisher's autograph 3 months before she died.
Mm-hmm.
I spent $60 on it. You can't find a Carrie Fisher autograph for less than $500.
What's your mortgage payment?
$928.
Okay, so 2 of those and you have yourself one more month.
Yeah.
And it'll sell. And even if you sell,
It'll sell in minutes.
so let's say it's 900, right, for your mortgage payment. Again, it sells for 500 minimum right now.
Yep.
Okay, you sell it for 450. It sucks. You've already made and you've made yourself more. Cool. Like yes, and when you get yourself back up, guess what? You go buy it back.
Well, see, and that's it. I don't put my money into things I know are going to lose value.
Oh, I beer all the time.
Well, of course, but I'm saying if I'm making a bigger purchase,
Yeah.
unless it's something we need at the house, like obviously if I buy a TV, it's not going to keep its value.
Right.
But if I'm buying a collectible item, it's going to keep its value or double.
That's the hope, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
And I mean, those are the things I look at. I never got into stamps because I thought stamps were dumb.
Yep.
I know there are some very valuable stamps out there.
There are.
I never got into coins because I don't really get coins, but we're going to find out all about coins.
I'm pretty sure when we talk to him, I'm going to end up investing in gold and silver. I've always said I won't and stuff like that, but I talked to a buddy of mine. I dug into it quite a bit about gold and silver and how to watch the I don't even call it Prime. I don't even know what to call it. It's horrible. Been so long since I was done. But one of the guys I worked with, he would go buy a gold round every week. Go spend, 1 or 2, 20, $25, $12. I'm going to wait till he gets to 16, 18 and then sell it. And now here, I think it's at like 21 or something. He's, but, I think it's awesome. Like, just, you know what? Okay, the chances of it going down to 9, sure, it happens. The chances of it going up to 16, sure, it happens. Like,
Again, you just need to know when you need to sell it.
right. Just like a stock. I mean, so.
So, I mean, and I can tell you right now, I don't know how much money I have.
Yep.
But I know how many pounds of money I have. On Swanson.
Yep. I say, sir, that feeds 12. I know what I'm doing. But I guess to this person, right? Just start investing into something. Okay, you
Just
have
a little bit.
right, and so I want to see that savings get up to 6 months of savings. It doesn't have to be, again, if you're comfortable with 3, but like 3 to 6 months type thing. Yes, the Dave Ramsey aspect of things, but I'm a very conservative person. 6 months of savings because you lost your job in 2017, which was really decent time of year. Like there's chances people are going to start losing jobs soon, right?
That's possible.
And we already see it happening, and people don't. Okay, so I'm going to give you examples of how I see this happening. Go to Meijer. There's a thing called a self-care. You have 10 of them sitting right there. That means they're used to. Okay, here's the thing. Back in the day, you and I are generations apart, but I lived back in the day. There used to be a cashier and a bagger.
Yep.
Every aisle, right?
And when you went to Meijer in my day as a kid, they had 30 lanes and 28 were open.
Right, and that's it, right? And then
And there were like 6 of them that would be like 12 items or less or whatever, which
Yes.
are with those, some of the self-checkouts are full, like whatever, but a lot of them are still like 20 items or less, so people with like 50 items still go into them. And
yeah, and that happens. But so now, right now, you go there and you're bagging your own groceries. They're sending it to the end of the thing. The cashier will bag. So you've lost an employee there. Now you've taken out 10 of these things and you put in 10. Or actually, I think they only took out like 6, or let's say 6 lanes. And they put in 10 technical lanes, and you're the cashier, and you're bagging your own shit and bringing it out to the car, right? Because back in the day, they used to have somebody that would run it to your car for you and load it up into your vehicle. So you've knocked down 20 employees just right there. Go to Taco Bell, right? I don't know if you go anymore, but like I still go to Taco Bell. They don't fucking have a person that goes to the front. Just like McDonald's too. Like they'll have a person, but like there's a kiosk there. You go and you type and you say, hey, this is what I want, right? Sure, the drive-throughs there, but like you have to go to a kiosk, and they've taken away that whole entire. And so back in the day, McDonald's had 2 people, if not 3, at these counters, cash registers, doing these things, and right. So you and I, we go through drive-throughs. Mike, you go through drive-throughs. Okay, hey.
Well, when I
ready?
go into places and they're like that, I go to the kiosks. And,
But
and some places still have them. I mean, a McDonald's still has at least one person working a register because you get those older people who are
Well, and saying that's what-
technologically savvy.
I was in New York, and they're like, use the kiosk, and this old guy's like, I just want a fucking sandwich, and he's like, I don't know how to use this stupid fucking thing. Just order my goddamn food. And like he's getting pissed, and the person's like, oh, okay, like just give me 2 seconds, okay? Here, like just cash wise, right? And I that's why you can't jump it, but it also forces people to become technology smart. But I will tell you, and like it pisses me off because like I'm sitting here going, okay, I want a grilled chicken, or sorry, spicy chicken roll up or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah.
I go to burritos, right? Not in there. Okay, I go into this, and it's not in there, and then I'm like specialty items. Okay, okay, it's there, right? Like, my God, like, yeah, my chicken chipotle melt. Like, I don't know this thing. Like, that's what that person's for. And you know, so that is they're making things so that they don't need employees of a sense, right? Into these things, and you need that.
They're getting rid of the low wage.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I mean,
Technology will put your menial labor out of.
oh yeah, and one thing else.
And we've got a friend who's going to fall right into that because Mikey is a perfect example of somebody who is never going to be able to work a job where he actually has to operate a computer every day.
Well, you know, and so I guess the whole thing. All right, so here's another example. All right, ready? You ordered 2 Whoppers. Your total is this. Please pull up 2.
The window,
Which one?
first window, second window.
It's always the second, right?
Not always.
I mean, all right, yeah. So there's some, very few, the first window. Genesis, McDonald's in mine, sure, first window. The Taco Bell or the Burger King that you and I went to, you only talked to one person. You used to pay one person and have the food get handed on the second.
It
They'll
just
still
depends
do
on how
that.
busy it is.
Yeah,
at the
when it's
time.
busy.
McDonald's does the 2 windows all the time. basically,
The Burger King and
it
I'll-
increases their efficiency.
oh, of course. I'll tell you what, the Burger King in Denison, that has a board over it, like that has it just strictly says pull the second window, right? Like I mean, there's multiple of those.
We would
The
only
Burger King
open up.
near where I live, that second or that first window is literally a booth, very small booth, like the size of a classic phone booth, detached from the building, like 8 yards past where the little order, spot is.
Yeah.
Well, and when we worked at Wendy's, we had 2 windows, but
We
the first window was only open if we were very, very busy. So like, we were always swamped when they did birthday bash. They did, back when they did birthday bash out at the Allegan County Fairgrounds, we were always packed.
Or like Plainville days or at
Or-
Seago
yeah.
days, whatever.
Well, and the reason they do it is to keep people entertained in a sense that they feel like they're not waiting forever, right?
Well, Allegan County Fair Week was always busy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so it's a matter of the interaction, right? So that has to be.
But yeah, that was also due to no places took credit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At that point, most places, unless you were at an actual sit down restaurant, you weren't paying with a credit card. If you were coming to McDonald's, Wendy's, any of the places, you were paying in cash.
When Mike and I worked Filter Queen, it was basically, we'd show up at 7:30 in the morning and we wouldn't get home till 10 something at night. But we didn't have cash, so we couldn't go to, McDonald's and grab a burger.
Yeah.
So we ate gas station food.
Yeah.
Because you could use your credit card at a gas station.
And so you look at these things and they're getting rid of positions everywhere. Right. I guess that's the whole point is you have to understand there's chances that things are going to start thinking. I mean, and the world is using more overseas stuff, right? Yeah, your business is located here, but again, you talk about call centers. How many calls do we get? that are not from
Yeah, a
right?
lot.
Like because they use overseas, right? I mean, I can pay that person $3-4 an hour. I'm paying you.
You can pay that person 30 cents an hour.
I mean, the first person to hire them that hires the U.S. person, blah blah. But like, right? Like normally when you get here, it's. I mean, it's $3, $4, $5 an hour technically.
And the people
because-
in those, like, you know, second, I mean, maybe not even third world at that point, probably second world countries like that. They don't care what they'll work any time of the day, any time of the night. And that's, you know, that's why they like them, because they'll be like, hey, it's midnight for you, but it's, you know, 10 a.m. for the Eastern Seaboard, and it's, 9 a.m. for the Midwest. And, when you're ready to get off shift and the next person takes over in a couple of hours, that's going to be when the West Coast is going to be getting online, and they're going to need all this customer service
Well,
and
it's like-
IT support. And
I use the Philippines for mine, right? Like for my VA, my virtual assistant, like, and we're paying $4 an hour, right? And
So I have to,
yeah, so
because this made me laugh. Like,
what?
we just got a comment on Twitch. As a barber, I love this. Is it the evolution of beard growth?
say small, medium, largo.
Yeah, it kind of is. I mean,
Oh, can we talk about the second greatest thing? I have to interrupt this because of my beard.
what is the
I'm
second
the only
greatest
one with hair on the top of my head.
thing? Fuck you.
Nobody's seen it. I have a fucking hat on. Fuck you, Mike.
I just shaved my head. So.
All right. So we talked about me getting Clash of Clans back. Yeah. The number 2 greatest thing. I called my wife and I said, hey, just let you know, I curled my hand like I'm looking at my nails and I'm blowing on it. And I said, oh, Daddy Nick still got it. So I go up to the gas station, I'm pumping gas, and say that I can't get a beard. I can't risk it this time in my life. Yeah, you can risk it. Not a risk. There's 2 types of people in this world without beards: women and children. Say. But all of a sudden I'm pumping gas and lady, hey, you're very, very attractive. Thank you. Have a great day. I get in my
I
car
think
and I take off.
between the different sizes of beards or growth levels, it's a whole lot of gray, some gray,
A little bit
and,
of
like,
gray, no gray. Very true.
She'll grow 70s. We
I mean,
gotta
I
get
could switch. I could go back to my Luke Skywalker. I might do that for the end of, the summer and stuff. Do a quick shave down and start growing in the more complete beard. Of course,
So-
it'll never look like Dick's.
you'll get there. Don't worry.
No,
I gotta read this.
I'm gonna. give my
Mine
response,
will
though.
never look like yours, Dick. Mine goes this way.
I want mine to push out here. Like I wish.
I hope you don't mind me reading this, but I have to read this
Yeah.
so I can enjoy the comment on why you cannot grow a beard. My girlfriend told me if I get a beard, she'll grow a 70s bush. And after Googling and seeing what sadly can't be unseen, thinks it is for me.
Cotton candy don't get wet till it's in your mouth, buddy. Is all I'm saying, right? I mean,
If it tastes
be
good,
a-
I'd still
be a
go
man
down
and
on
get
it.
down. Mike, there
If it tastes
you
good,
go.
I would still go down on, or lick the asshole.
Yes,
Which doesn't extend that far.
Mike will do that.
Yeah, I say.
He goes, it's like a cat crawled up there and died. Yeah, I got to tell you right now, I don't really give 2 shits. Bald, landing strip,
Yep, I don't care.
hair, what? Vagina's vagina.
I just
Yeah.
got here. He say he'll go for it.
I would agree.
I would just say
I mean, in all honesty, as
It's-
long as it's a vagina, I'm happy.
so the one thing I'll tell him is the funny thing is his girlfriend, right? You have a girlfriend. That's the thing you need to understand. It's a girl. Grow a beard, be a man. No, say,
Well,
right. But
look at
my
it this way.
wife tells me if I shave my beard, she will not be my wife. So you can go ahead and have a girlfriend that'll do whatever. But like, I have a wife that tells me if I shave.
My wife told me if I ever had that on my face, she'd divorce me.
Well, here's the way. If you got like a beard like you do, Dick, and
Yeah.
like girlfriend, wife, or whatever has the 70s bush, you just have kind of that chance of it all getting tied together that you're just stuck down there a little
Yeah.
while.
Hey, you know what? If you don't come up looking with glazed donut,
So I will say this right now. I would grow a beard if I could, and maybe as a barber, you can tell me what could help this, but I don't grow down. I grow like this.
I'm the same way.
I get like a chin afro.
like this person.
We are going to Spain on vacation. I can test her resolve when she uses a bikini.
That's a fact. Tell her she's got.
I like this guy.
Tell her she's got the balls enough to do it. Here we
He's
go.
the man.
Yeah, let's say. No,
We could be friends, sir.
that's a fact.
I'll tell him to follow you on Facebook. And
Yes, please
TikTok
follow
and-
Bucks and Brews. Facebook, Twitter, everywhere.
Twitch, I think you can.
Twitch.
But I say this beard is gosh, so July, August, September. Oh my gosh, I'm almost 3 years into this beard. Yeah, I didn't believe it. So the end of September will be 3 years of the official growth of this beard. So,
There's always that chance that for me, like at year 4, it might finally do what your beard does, but years like 1 through 3 are gonna look horrible.
I mean, and you go through phases, honestly. So like, I'm lazy, and that's one negative. But like my mustache, I mean, it gets into my mouth once in a while. But like
Yeah.
I'm trying to get it to go very long, and like when I pull it here, I absolutely love it. But I can't find a good product that I like.
Even when I would have the full beard, I would always still trim down. I mean, at least the mouth line of my mustache just to keep it from. I'd still let it fill a little bit more, but I didn't like it falling down into my mouth and everything either.
No, I'd say trust me. I wish I had like the Sam Elliott lip, right? I didn't.
Oh,
I
yes.
didn't realize I had a small little upper lip. Yes, please. Thank you.
Let us know what
But
you
I
think,
mean,
and then I'm gonna.
If I tried to, for a couple of years, if I tried to grow mine like yours, and Mr. Levian can attest to this, we'd be like cats with the whiskers or whatever, where we could be like, we could sense if we could fit into the space based on.
Well,
What was that one you just had him try?
this is
the Palmer.
yeah. I don't like summer shavings. Like this
Okay, it's very lemon.
this isn't for me.
What is that?
The Polliner you tried with the lemon
Yeah,
taste.
that was good.
No, I mean like yeah.
I will say my tequila aged lime ghost, not a lot different from, I mean, a little stronger tasting from their regular lime ghost, the only ghost to show.
Yeah.
But you don't really get that like kind of like florally tequila taste that you get from like when you drink a margarita.
Sure.
But if that was like
Well,
a
a ghost
percent or two higher, that would probably taste a lot like a margarita.
So, Mike, I'm going to read you more messages from our new best friend.
Awesome.
First off, he did follow us, so that's awesome. And he said a good late evening from North Norway. We need to go to Norway and drink some beer.
Oh hey, I'm all about it, man.
I drink some beer in Norway.
On the other side, I can always cosplay as Moses using my wand yelling divide.
Listen, word of the leg is day, son. We're here.
If he could cosplay as Moses, he could cosplay as Star Wars.
She good.
I say, right. So the word of the leg is days.
Yes.
Let's all spread the word.
Yes.
I say, come on, buddy. I said, now I gotta know how old this person is.
How old are you, sir?
With a girlfriend. I mean, come on. I say, man up and let's go for it. Get a wife.
24. I'm going to put it.
Mike says
24.
24. I'm thinking 20.
Yeah, I said I was right in your. Well, no, I don't know. I'm gonna go with 20, 22 to split you two.
The middle, split the difference.
What do we get when we win?
I'm gonna drink a beer.
Okay, me too.
Oh,
I'm gonna drink
not
quite a
drink a beer. I believe in like 10 minutes to get my kids.
oh man. Well, let's see. No, I think that this. One thing I will tell you is money saving tips, right? Grow
Yeah.
a fucking beard so you don't have to waste money on razors and haircuts here in America are becoming stupid expensive.
You know, my cost.
Free, but
Yeah,
like,
it's free.
it's
Do it
not-
myself.
no, you have to buy razors.
I don't buy razors. I buy one electric razor every 2 years.
Oh, is that what you? So you don't go fully like scalp?
No, I did this 2 days ago.
I'm old, man.
No, I
Oh,
do
this is
buy.
why
Hey,
he
why
has
don't
a
you want
girlfriend.
later? Hell yeah.
I do buy a blade razor for when I do shave, but I
And
also
will tell you.
point
I've
where I
got
only
2 blade
shave.
razors, both free.
I
Oh,
only shave 2 to 3 times a week anyway because I
Oh.
feel like I don't need to always keep this part
Yep.
low when I've got this part.
I will tell you. So the Neard, my wife hates. So I will get my electric out quickly. Do a nice, very good look when we go out to things that I have to be more presentable.
Presentable.
And this is I can make this presentable. People always tell me I can't, but like I product the crap out of the mustache. It looks very nice.
You can get your mustache to do fun things.
Oh yes, I oil the beard. And so then I do the whole neckline, and I am a
We
single
could
blade.
we could braid your beard for you.
She does. My wife does it all the time. I can't say all the time, but she does it quite a bit. And but like I get the Neard going, and I'm a single blade guy, the old school. I take the foam, I put it on, I lather. I absolutely love doing it. It's like that's what I do here. And you can tell I can feel it. Like I haven't done it in a while. But like I line everything up. It looks very, very well. I mean,
The straight razors are something you need to learn how to use.
and it is something I absolutely love. I wish I took more time
Yeah.
to care, but I don't.
Mike, you're the closest.
What is he?
Our new
25.
best friend is 69.
3 wives.
3 wives and a girlfriend later.
So you know what? I mean, wait, no, I'm not gonna believe.
Okay. Here,
I'm not gonna
okay.
believe. Time out. He said he
he's
had to look up
listening.
to 70.
He's listening.
He is. He said he had to
No,
look
I
up.
got
is
no,
true.
but I would just say this.
That's a lie.
Unless maybe his wives have
Never had a
passed
70s bush.
away. If he's got divorced, I'm like, why would he keep marrying? I got
But
divorced
he-
once. I have no interest in marrying again.
There are some people that get married 5, 6, 7 times. Elizabeth Taylor.
My
But
ex-wife.
Yeah, your ex-wife. I'm with Nick here for a minute. If he's 69, how does he have to Google? How does he have to Google
Won the lottery.
the 70s bush?
Yeah, let's see. No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna call you out on
It's
that.
true. He would have been married during 70s.
I'm not going to read that one on air, just
Eh,
in case somebody knows.
Can you send it to me?
Oh yeah,
I can do that.
I'll do that. No, I will tell you. So you're lying because you had to Google this 70s, right? So, and the thing is, if I Google 70s, right, I'm all about this.
I mean,
So,
what's his name would have still gone down on that. Ron Jeremy, in the 70s.
oh yeah. But all right, so our new friend from Norway. We're talking finances here. What type of questions do you have? Because we're actually doing listener questions at this moment. We've gone through a few.
Yeah, if you have any listener questions, please let us
Yeah,
know.
so we don't know about Norway's investment opportunities, but we can tell you some things of what
we would think to do.
Yep, with money and things like that. And again, he said he won the lottery. We've already done an episode on what happens if you win the lottery. So
Actually, my next question is going into our money windfall episode. So, we wait on our new friend here. Got 50,000 in cash. What do we do about depositing it into the bank or other safe avenues?
Mhm.
I got all sorts of thoughts on this.
well, and again, if you're saying safe avenue and you don't know what to do with it, like the good thing is you don't need that 50K.
Mhm.
Right, that's absolutely amazing to me.
Yeah.
And then I will say one thing I will do, right? Like if you want to play safe, go into a CD, right? Go into short terms because
CDs right now are actually paying decent.
they're starting to go up.
Capital One for an 18 month is like 2.5%.
Yeah, but you get it just 2.5. That's actually really
Yeah,
decent.
it's really good. Yeah.
So I mean, right? Like go shorter term because it's going to keep going, right? That's my opinion at this moment.
Do a 6 if you can.
Yeah, I mean, right? Like, and okay, so you're gonna get 1.25, 1.5%, and yeah, you're risking it on that. But like, I'm telling you that 18 months, it's probably gonna be 2.75 here soon, right? Like, but you also take the risk factor of figure out how much your buyout is. You'll make your interest, and then you can reinvest it into a new 18 months. But just set it and forget it, and don't ever touch it. If you want to be so secure about that, that's what I would do.
So yeah, and I would agree. it's 50 grand. So we're not talking 500,000. We're talking a okay amount of money.
Yep.
Find safe avenues to put it in. You know, maybe you find some ETFs that pay 6-7%. Anything you can do to keep the money safe and growing for you is a win. So
This is a very fun question.
this is a fun question. How does the recession affect us in the United States? So
And then followed up with my favorite part.
triple interest rate, it's gotta hurt. Yeah. So especially for somebody that buys houses a lot. Yeah, you're getting screwed right now.
I mean, yes and no.
We got another rate hike yesterday.
We did, right? 3/4 of it.
Yeah.
Stupid government move.
Again, here's the problem. They've let these rates stay low for so long, which has contributed to the inflation. And to try and get things under control, they have to keep upping rates.
Yeah.
So you're going to see savings accounts are going to pay more now.
We have to.
Like Ally's up to I think 1.25%.
Oh, say, wow, it's huge.
Yeah, and they were down to like 0.5%. So those things will help. You're going to see. I expect now scrap prices have come down lately, but I expect they're going to go back up because people need money and that's a way to get it.
Well, the problem with scrap prices,
Yeah.
is things can't. Okay, everything that goes to scrap, here's an opinion, not a fact. Things that go to scrap are being reused to make things that have chips or things that we're still lacking to get. And there's still a very long. So,
But what just happened?
we can't build this to make this happen, right?
But what just happened?
With the boards?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
So they just decided to invest something crazy, like I want to say 500 million to U.S. chip suppliers increase.
Free money again to,
Yeah.
to do this, right?
Yeah.
Like, and the employees aren't going to make it anymore. It's
Dude.
the companies are going to have to expand. Not to call anybody out, but damn, are those Democrats in power more? So, all right, you've talked to too many Democrats on this one. The most Republican out of all of us. I
And
guess
you're not even a Republican.
before we get to that and give you insight, what did you feel about Trump in office coming from a foreign person? I asked this
Yeah.
question on a constant basis because I'd like to know your idea of it. And the triple interest rate, all right, it's got to hurt. Yes, it's hurting everybody, right? So I think I sent you that because we send money stuff and we love doing it. $400,000 house was $2,000 payment. Now a $400,000 house is a $3,000 payment, right? Like it is stupid, and so the amount that you could afford is much lower.
So
Which is in the field that I play.
I'm taking off, guys. See you
Mike,
guys later.
awesome to see you, bud. Thanks for joining us. And say if you need something, man, my phone's on 24/7,
Yep.
365. You
let
know
us
that?
know.
Oh, I'll let you guys know.
All right, buddy.
Bye.
See ya.
I want to get back to the recession question.
Yeah.
So it really depends on each individual person on what happens recession wise here. So poor people are screwed because they have no money. Rich people who are overextended are screwed because they have too much debt. Yeah, for some reason we do echo a little bit on Twitch from time to time. We don't know why.
I'm saying, especially when we have viewer like Mike leave.
Yeah, when Mike leaves, it definitely kicks up. The people that probably weather recessions the best are people like me and you.
Who play very safe.
We play safe. I mean, we're aggressive, but we're
consistent. I wouldn't say aggressive.
my investments are pretty aggressive, but I'm educated in my aggression.
But you did take Caitlin's money and put it out there, but you're not pulling back. You're still investing in it. Right?
Absolutely.
Like it's a constant. So when we feel the feeling, right? There's nothing we can do here. When we feel it's a bottom, right? We take our cash and we kind of pile it there.
Absolutely.
So right now you're not dropping 15,000 to buy more stock, right?
No.
I'm not dropping $15,000 to buy more, right? I just had my betterment pull $80,000, or excuse me, $80. $80, right? And it does it every goddamn week, like on a constant. It's a regular, like it's just stable. I stay my course. It don't above and beyond, and my investments change. So, owning real estate, right? It changes me in the fact of I know that rents could go lower. Granted, we've been so low in this area, rents are not going to change. Knock on wood, to where I have to deal with that aspect, right? It's going to be a long. If this recession lasts for 3 years, is my opinion. 2 years, 3 years. Okay, I'll have to deal with some things, but my purchases were back then very smart, and so like not trying to be an arrogant guy right now. What I bought back then at a 2% deal is now at 5%, right? Like, and so if it goes to 4, I'm still fucking doing okay.
Yeah.
Like, and I hope and pray that it doesn't go low.
Well, and again, I'm gonna
I
follow up and ask, sir, since you are from Norway, your opinions on Trump, because that is interesting to us. We don't usually get the out of the country perspective.
I still haven't talked to my buddy in Germany in a long time.
You should.
I met a guy saying, and it's funny because I was drunk at the all-inclusive thing
Not
that I
you.
did down in Florida, and I met this German guy who I'm going to visit. I fucking love it. Actually, it's like after we're done with this, remind me I have to talk to him.
I'm gonna talk about this a little bit while we wait for this answer, and then you can give your opinion. Yeah. So, if you don't understand how politics in the United States work, this is kind of what it is. Even if you have technically power, yeah, well, I totally agree with that too. When you have power, you don't necessarily have power. So, like right now, the Democrats have the presidency, the House of Representatives, and in theory, they have the Senate as well. You need all three to work together to actually pass things. Right now, the Senate, which has 100 members in it, can't pass things unless they get rid of what's called a filibuster, which is basically stops actual voting from happening. Okay. So they need to pass with 60 votes anything that comes through. Now, they could set the filibuster aside, but it would take all 50 Democrats to say, yes, we're going to set that aside. And there's 2 of them that are absolutely adamant they will not. Yeah, absolutely. It's a safeguard most of the time. Now, what we have here is if House passes something, which it's passed a lot of things, it always ends up dying in the Senate because we don't have a majority to say, yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that. That's a good idea. And the unfortunate thing we have right now is we have too many Republicans that are more interested in obstructing Democrats than they are in actually governing the country. And they keep saying the left, the left. The Democrats here are not left, they're center. We do have some. Bernie Sanders is left. I'd say AOC is left. I mean, there are some, but for the most part, Democrats here are more centrist.
Liberal system. But there is no liberals that are candidates.
Right.
Right. So that's my problem. Is you the only and Courtney's biggest fight is people only check a box. Like Mike, right? He just checks Republican because of one
thing.
And Democrats, same aspect of things. Like if people learned, like I voted Green Party so many times and we talked about it. Like I want this basic, right? Like I believe in human equality. And I also want to make my money.
Yep.
You know, I mean, we say it all the time. Fiscally conservative
and
socially liberal. Very much, right? Like, and so, you know, and it's funny because he says that. I don't care who's your president, he's your president, deal with it. And that's exactly how I look at it. Like, stop bitching, start doing, right? Like,
Well, we talked earlier about, the whole Roe versus Wade thing is huge here because, there's a side that's pro-birth. They're not pro-life, they're pro-birth. And then there's a side that's, pro-woman. I'm going to say pro-woman because that's really what. And the whole Roe versus Wade thing pisses Nick and I off a lot. And from the same aspect, but also different aspects. So Nick has, brought up, especially on our Roe versus Wade conversation of, if I got a girl pregnant, I wouldn't want her to have an abortion. I want that kid.
Right.
But I always bring up the fact that Nick would have that conversation ahead of time. It's not like he's just going to go have a one-night stand and not know.
But I sent you a TikTok about it, right? A guy, he took it and he's like, I want you out of my lifetime. Because that's how it is. Man, wow, you guys, like, it's so weird because honestly, I couldn't tell you much about your political stuff over there, but I feel like the world follows us, knows about our political things.
Well, they do.
Right, and it's crazy, like how horribly minded we are as people. Like, I love traveling the world because I love different perspectives. I love seeing how things run and act. Like, I don't show up and one thing, and okay, that's the other thing I'll tell you about. So David's talking about going on an all-inclusive. Finally, he's growing up, being a big boy. And the Dominicans really hate Americans. Okay, because we come in there as arrogant pricks, think that everything's entitled, we're owed, and once you like earn that respect from these people, like, dude, I'm just like you and me. Like, I grabbed a rake at 3 a.m. because I used to work at. I grab a rake and start helping them do seaweed because it all comes from the shore, and they're like, "Oh no!" I'm like, dude, I'm bored. Like, there's no. Did you see who's doing nothing right now? Like,
yeah,
I'm not gonna go drink. Like, that's crazy that it does.
Yeah, but but we're the superpower, so everything we do has a ripple effect to the rest of the world. Right? And we do so many stupid fucking things. Again, we can't get healthcare right here.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, I don't think anybody can.
Well, plenty of places have figured out healthcare.
Yeah, but they failed at other things. Right. So
you can't be successful at everything all at the same time.
And that's kind of half the issue. I will say that what the Democrats are doing currently, he's absolutely right. The people that are there right now, fucking dumb. I don't know the answer, but I will tell you to literally go from, as you said, from 2 to 6, 7 in a matter of 6 months. I mean, you're like, it's like going from a hot tub to an ice bath, right? Your body goes into shock. More in taxes.
See, and this is my point on the healthcare thing. So I'm going to give you a little lesson here in healthcare in the United States, sir. I work for a healthcare organization. Right now,
you're being very rude right now.
What?
You never asked him.
I did not ask. Are you drinking anything, sir? We really do need to know. Anyways, I currently have $8,000 that I'm paying off on medical because I tried to die last year.
Yep.
My wife is going to have a surgery coming up. That'll probably be another, let's say, $3,000. So we're talking, I'll probably have $11,000 bills that I have to pay here real quick.
For sure.
And I still pay for my insurance monthly.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we had a universal system and they just took my taxes to pay for that, like you, wouldn't have it. Homemade 98% and mixed with Dr. Pepper.
Homemade, nice.
Love it. So yeah, our healthcare system here is just beyond broken. And again, the problem with the United States is you said this the other day, it just favors the rich and the poor people get screwed. And
I mean, it's one of my biggest complaints.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, and it takes something so small to make you so
Yeah.
go because and the value of life that we put on,
Mhm.
right?
You're right. Your system couldn't necessarily, but there are plenty of bigger countries that have figured out healthcare. Not necessarily could it all be free from taxes, but it could be way cheaper than, a company paying $1,000 a month per employee and then charging that employee $250 per paycheck.
Plus, then charging you a fucking.
Yeah, then you still get a bill.
And I get that yours is okay, but like I went to the dentist.
Mhm.
And I was like, hey, I'll just pay my bill. And they're like, oh, no, you're all set. Blah, blah. Fucking 2 days ago, 5 days ago, I don't care how long ago. $41, right? I get a goddamn bill in my email, $41. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I told you I'd pay it while I was there. Just like me being the person that doesn't want these stupid little fucking things. Like, here, just take $500 and let me be good and, tell me when I run low. Like, I don't have time for your shit. I just want to come in and do it. Like, but I think that it should be one of those things where it should just be paid for, right?
Yeah.
Like, I look at, say, I don't know how many schools there are in our area, but I will tell you there's more houses than there are schools.
Absolutely.
Okay. And one thing I will tell you is, just in my taxes alone, okay, on properties, not anything else, I pay for guaranteed one teacher.
Mhm.
Okay. Think about the amount of people that have millions and millions more than me. These salary, like, stop spending my money on stupid. Like, again, the Godwin, I'm paying for that fucking softball field that you and I don't even coach on.
Yeah.
Like, I'm paying for that.
With all the houses you have over there. Yeah.
Yes. Right. Like, I know for a fact. Like,
And the part that pisses us off the most is nobody takes care of it. It looks like shit.
partially paid over the.
Sovereign oil fund.
Well, we have oil. We just won't really. So,
We drill it,
not enough.
not enough.
So,
And again, we shouldn't,
but
we should find better ways.
and I don't know. There's so many different things, and again, like I'd like to hear your thoughts on the pipeline.
What, the Keystone Pipeline?
Yeah.
Worthless.
See, and I think it's great. We rent out the fucking property. It's not our goddamn oil. We're just helping it get to the owners faster. We're renting out our goddamn land. We're doing this. I don't care. Like, do it.
It's worthless.
It makes us money that I don't have to pay.
What money?
The money that Canada's paying us to get their oil.
Which was what?
Shit tons.
Find me numbers,
All right, I will.
and then maybe I'll care.
Yep.
I had some, and again, it just kind of went out the damn window.
Let's say, but I think we are. He said we're going to be in a long recession. Now, I mean, we're not looking at anything set up like the 08 crash of things. People are smarter now. We're not giving out the loans that we were giving. There's not enough cars to fucking give to people to because not enough new cars are going out. Old car values are ridiculous. People are still doing that. So like the loans of these things aren't out there the way that you like. The joke was you could dog's name down and get a loan on the fucking house. Yes, we'll go into recession. It won't be. I mean, it won't be as long.
Well,
and I don't think it'll be as bad.
You said it's stupid because the Democrats raise rates, but that's the Fed raising the rates. Now, yes, whoever's in charge was put in by Biden, but they're technically supposed to be independent.
So's the fucking Supreme.
True.
Right.
But what did I tell you 6-7 months ago? Rates are going to have to go up.
Yeah, and they should, right?
Yeah.
But there's also a gradual effect of things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Again, just like we talk about it all the time with our 401k, right? When you look at our 401ks, right, you can put in 1%, 2%, 3%, and you'll get used to it coming out of your paycheck, and you'll never actually see it. We tell this to folks all the time.
Yes.
Okay, Now, if you raise it 1% and leave it there for people to get used to for 6 months to 9 months, and you raise it 1%, guess what? They're going to get used to this.
Mhm.
You don't sit here and raise it 5% in fucking 6 months.
And I totally agree with you. The problem is it should have been raised 3 years ago.
Of course, but they wanted to make sure that, and then we go and give fucking money to the world.
Yes.
I mean, you know, I guess you're from the world, but like, say we give money to everybody here for bullshit.
Well, we never take care of the things here that are important. You know, they just voted down benefits for veterans. But we talk all the time about how we take care of our veterans. We just don't. How many homeless veterans do we have?
How many suicides of veterans do we have?
Yeah.
You know, and we look at it, but that's a topic for off the air, right?
It probably is.
You know, I mean, we are, what is it? We have more people in the military than the next top 5 powerhouses,
Mhm.
right? It's 3 or 5, I don't remember.
Combined,
right? Like,
our military budget is more than the next 29 countries.
is that
Yeah.
what, yeah, so like that's insane.
Yeah.
Right? Like, okay, I get that we need to be able to but
Yeah, the Ukraine thing, I don't know. I can't really speak to the corruption there. The reason that we're giving them money is because we don't want them taken over by Russia, because, you know, at the end of the day, Putin's looking to put back the Soviet Union,
oh, no.
and we're not interested in another Cold War.
And the problem is China saying that they'll come and do stuff.
Yeah.
And you know, then what it was, I want to say it was Poland, right? Got
Mhm.
you know, hey, we want this, and they're like, hey, if you will accept Poland and do it, and it's like, at what point do you say stop? Because you and I have played Risk. We know how it is. Like, you take one country and you keep going.
Yeah.
The person that spreads themselves out the most and doesn't fill up one little area, that's the one that goes, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if you have an area that wants to split, I mean, I get it, but it don't overtake something, right?
Well, we have that here. Texas wants to go be their own country.
Yeah, everybody says California too, but
California's not really pushing for it. Texas is. Bye.
but I mean, you know, good luck, right?
Well, that's just it. That's what they don't understand. I mean, we get into this red state, blue state thing. And the blue state that takes money from the government is New Mexico. The other 9 of the top 10 are all Republican run states. Yeah, China definitely has issues with population.
Also, they have he's saying they have a housing bubble,
Yeah.
9 trillion, when people are stopping paying on their loans. And you know, I don't know. That's the thing that happens.
Mhm.
Like, and again, we say if you want, like, okay, as much as I preach, I don't practice, right? Because not enough people are on board, and that's what you find all the time. Not enough people do it. So we as Americans need to all stop paying our mortgage. Need to stop doing this, paying our taxes. But it takes everybody. And I'm not going to be the first person to be that trendsetter, because guess what? Somebody will just buy my taxes, right?
Right.
Like, and there's always that asshole that just come and stuff.
The TikTok I said.
Yep.
How excited were you?
Oh my gosh, just
So
absolutely
a doctor
in Texas.
in Texas was at the point where his contract was up, and his company came to him and said, "Hey, I'd like you to sign a new contract." And he said, "Absolutely not. I'll be leaving this company and I'll be moving to a state that respects my wife as a person."
Yep.
And I saw it and I thought of Nick immediately, because Nick said on the Roe versus Wade episode, "Hey, it's great to do these little things here and there, but that's not going to change a damn thing. You need people to actually make action.
Mhm.
And until they make meaningful action, that's meaningful, nobody's going to care."
And we talked about it, right? Okay, it's great that he's doing it, but now you need, and then one doctor takes it.
You need every doctor in Texas to say, fuck off, I'm out.
Right. And so like when it comes to real estate, how it's different is the fact that he's saying, I'm leaving my doctor position. There's already a low in doctor position. There's not a low in people wanting to buy real estate. There's not a
No.
low in this. So me doing like him, okay, again, if they're at 100 and they need 120, now he's making it 99. Okay, if 10 more go in, guess what? They're that much even lower. And if 50 fucking do it, right? Like, all right, we might have to and they're gonna entice people to come. Doctors will come in and they'll make them sign big contracts, but then the people to say no, like, fine. You know what? You flip these people into the right spots and they're gonna have it, right? And that's where you'll find that divide.
Well, and again, you need more people like us. Would you take less money to do the right thing?
Of course.
Absolutely. How many people will do that you know?
No, none.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, and that's just it. None.
Yeah, nobody else wants to make that sacrifice just to do the right thing. If I had somebody come to me right now and said, take a $10,000 pay cut, we'll still let you work from home. But you'll work for a company that, supports women. I'd be like, yeah, I can do that.
Oh,
I'll make up the 10 grand somewhere else.
I'll say, right? And can you give me some time off? Say,
Exactly. Well, and that's the other thing here that we don't get enough of. Time off is a huge issue in the United States. It's not, and again, so he says, not gonna lie, less money, fuck no. And I totally understand that and I respect that position. But again, I'm the type of person that I'm comfortable with what I have. Would 10,000 make it tough? Yeah, that would make it tough. But I'll find 10,000 somewhere. I'm always good at finding. I've gotten resourceful over the years.
I mean, you're right. You're gonna be a hustler for the rest of your
Oh, absolutely.
life, right? And
I mean, we talk about what if we win the lotto on Friday,
no,
and it's fun to talk about.
When I
Yeah, and would I honestly quit my job? I don't know, maybe.
you'd have to. We talked about that.
I wouldn't necessarily have to quit my job.
Well, and I was talking, yeah. So somebody, I think there was a TikTok out about it, like somebody where they won $1.5 million or something like that. It was something, and their company fired them
Mhm.
because, right? They're like, hey, you're not going to give us the full effort. You're not going to do this. Let's say, yeah. And I don't know, like I told you, I have to sell my business.
Yeah, you would.
Like, it's not a question of do I want to? I have to.
You would have to because you would get sued like crazy.
Fucking yesterday.
Just like Dawn's business.
Right. Like, in theory, if I win before I collect, everything is literally just gonna get given away, or I'm gonna default on the fucking loans because I don't know what to do, right? Like, I have to call banks and like I would call my land contracts and say, hey, I can't pay you now. You're now the owner. Sign it. Trust me, in the end, like, I'll pay you the money, but I can't do it now. You have to take responsibility. Go to the banks and say, hey, look, you're fucking done, right? Like, I mean, like, and I would have it all geared up for that way when I got that check. Before anybody knew it was me that got the check, I would have it so that way I have a closing date so that everything is done.
This is a state where you have to announce, but you have like 6 months or something to do that.
Yeah.
You have plenty of time to get your shit in order.
No, I will never wait that long. And it takes 6 weeks. Actually.
Yeah, but you have time to get your shit in order, is
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
No, I'll give it away. At that amount of, I mean, we're at a $1 billion. At that amount of money, I'll give it away, right? Like, I mean, what's 2 million?
Yeah.
Right? Like, what?
Well, I mean, if you're winning 350, it's nothing.
Right. I mean, who cares?
You wouldn't bend over to pick it up.
Not a fucking. Literally, I will. I mean, I have enough friends that will be very glad to pay me. And I'll sell it to them, right? And I'll just say, hey, you're full owner now, and I will sell it to them that way. That's a great idea. I'm just gonna sell the land contracts. Hey, here you go, and you're gonna pay me beers every goddamn week when I fly in on my private jet into your house on the lake that I just bought.
Well, like I said, I'm buying an island in the Caribbean.
Yeah, there you go. I'm going to Norway, apparently.
Yes, we've all bought our lottery tickets. Mind you, we won't win, and that's fine. But it's fun to, pretend. And like Nick said, if you don't buy one, you can't win.
It's fact. Never say. It's goes back to politics, right?
Yeah.
You didn't vote, don't bitch. made nothing part of the journey.
Yep.
But lose, fuck you, sucks too. So, you know, I don't know. I think, I say, and it sucks. Like, and we talk about the negatives, right? Of winning. I mean,
Mhm.
you know, people always go, "Oh, you can never go through that amount of money."
Yeah, you.
There's a fucking episode or a show about lottery
Yeah.
wins that people just
That they're not broke.
listen. 30%, 30, it's 33 right off the top. 25, well, so then you mean highest tax bracket above that. So it's 33% because it's gift aspect of thing.
Yep.
And then you get taxed at your new tax bracket, which is going to be like 27% or something like
Yeah,
that.
and the lump sum payout is not $1 billion.
Right. And then if you're taking the lump sum, which is the smartest thing to
Yes.
possibly do. So we figured it out that like you're gonna walk away with probably like 350 maybe.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Yeah. So
If you're the only one.
like I said, right? Yeah.
No, we don't get any loop here. We are anti-loop.
Yeah, no, say
They just bend you over and take it.
Jonah Falcon it up, baby.
Yeah.
Say, yeah, it's let's see. See this bottle?
Yeah.
Say no.
Where can we fit this today?
Yep. Well, and the fucked up part is right. So like you have to put your money somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, because you can't just have a stockpile of cash.
Yes.
In theory, that's illegal. Even if you could prove that you won the lottery, it's illegal. We'll just
Yeah.
so then you're gonna make money,
Mhm.
and you're still paying taxes on that money every single year.
Mhm.
So forever you're paying taxes on that money. So, you know,
Swiss bank account.
Norway. Let's say,
Norway.
we might know a guy.
We might.
Let's say, what's the Swiss joke? I don't remember about something about what's cool about Switzerland. I don't know, but their flag's a huge plus. Let's say,
Tax-free winning there.
shut up.
We're the wrong fucking
Wait.
country.
How much money do you guys get on the lottery?
Do you have a lottery? I mean, they must.
So
If
here's
they say
a random
tax-free.
thing.
Yeah.
I used to work with a guy that was Asian
Okay.
from Laos.
Okay.
His family started the lottery,
Really?
and so they would do like whatever, and they're loaded
Well,
And-
yeah.
because like 50, they would take their percentage, like 25% of everything collected because they're funding this front of the part of the lottery. So it started out as $1,000, right? Hey, pay these, and they take percentage, and so they literally started the lottery over in this country, and they told the government, they're like, here, we'll just pay you this amount of money, and they fucking allowed it.
Well, we have two types of lottery players in the U.S. We have you and
Every
I.
paycheck.
We have you and I who will throw a few bucks here and there.
One did win 150
Oh,
million.
that's good.
150
Which
more than us.
it might not be that much more right now. The euro.
Did it?
Yeah.
I know that the peso is up like crazy.
Mhm.
Well, I can't say like crazy. Back when I was there, it was somewhere between 18 and 18. Now it's at 20 something.
So anyways, there's two kind of lottery players. There's Nick and I who, when it gets high, we'll throw a couple bucks at it
Yeah.
and see what happens. And it's fun to dream about, hey, if I won.
Yep.
But we're not banking our next mortgage payment on that.
I am.
Okay. Anyways, and
I
there's
Here's my promise to the world.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put 500,000.
if you win,
I win the full fucking lottery.
Yeah.
I'm putting 500K on black.
Okay.
I don't know which casino, anywhere that'll take it. 500K on black. I won't go on the cruise. I'll say that.
no,
Nope.
buy your own boat.
Maybe private cruise it up or something.
Yeah.
But like, I won't be going on that. Yeah, I say because again, I'll get sued.
Yeah.
That's my biggest fear in life
Is getting sued.
because somebody will say, "Oh, he got drunk and bashed a bottle or did something," or
Who would never get drunk?
it's fucking weird.
Anyways, and then there's the other people that they put their last dollar on the lotto because they just know they're gonna fucking win.
Yep.
And they do it every week, and they never win. It's the people that, sit there at the casino at the slot machine and they just keep pulling well, you don't pull the lever anymore. You push the button.
I pull the lever.
Oh, do you have some that you pull levers?
Every like 15 spin when I didn't win, I pull the lever.
No.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you have those type of people.
Shit. I missed my free money at the casino. I only had 7 days to get it for my birthday.
Yeah, you did. Hi, Sam.
Waka waka. She just walked in straight up. Waka,
Yeah.
waka.
So, yeah, those people that can't afford it, they unfortunately spend all of their money on it. Like the people at the slot machine that they finally hit and they win $500, but they spent $2,000.
Are you from here or?
Yeah, are you originally from the U.S. or you just have two brothers that moved to the U.S.?
Right. Let's say. Where are they located? I'm gonna go meet them if they're as cool as you.
Yeah.
So, and that's the hard part
Mhm.
is, we were all sitting around. It was funny because I hadn't bought my tickets yet, but I went and got gas after my birthday was last week. So we celebrated somebody's birthday Wednesday. And
Okay.
we were talking to a couple people, and like 3 people whipped up their tickets right for Friday, and I was like, oh, I went and got gas, and I got $10 worth. I was like, yeah, I got mine.
Seattle and Oregon.
Oh, sorry.
Nice. 164 acre ranch.
Works for Microsoft. Smart people.
Yeah.
My favorite person is the guy that started Microsoft.
Bill Gates.
Oh, that's a fact. Anybody that can throw $100 bill out the window and watch it fall and make more money than watching it fall.
Yeah.
Like that. But to have that money, like how awesome! Like I would do that though.
Yeah.
Like I would go get the 48th floor, throw a $100 bill out, watch it fall, watch somebody pick it up, throw another $100 bill, and like I've already made 102. Like granted, that's gonna take way more than a second. Oh, like, I mean, granted, during that time, I'm gonna make $1,000. Like I don't understand why Bill Gates, farm owner in the States. That's actually true. Yes, he's also one of the biggest philanthropists. He owns him and Oprah. I want to say it was like 39 countries or something like that. He owns the entire medical benefits for all of them, right? Like because what we pay $40,000 for a Pfizer shot in our arm, they get it for 10 cents.
Yeah.
Right. Like because we touch 1,000 hands and we have liabilities and we have whatever. Like, the countries are like, yeah, well, we're not gonna sue them. I don't care.
Yeah.
So yeah, like last I knew it was like 39 countries. Him and Oprah, like they fund all of the medical for those people. And their doctors got the highest and best and pristine, but still doing
There
it.
are doctors that graduated.
I mean, life expectancy in the world has gone way up, so everybody's doing something better. So,
Yeah, I mean it's better than the 1500 when it was 30 years.
right, say 1,000 Ways to Die in the West.
Yeah, good movie.
Oh man, from one of our favorite actors,
Hmm.
Will Ferrell. What was that movie he did about the Norway singers? I'll have to look it up. They were singing. They ended up winning.
I don't remember. All they have to do is watch Oprah reruns Spain.
Honestly,
That would,
this guy's a friggin' entrepreneur.
I think he is.
I wonder why your brother owns so much land in this area. So
Well, he might be the president of Microsoft at this rate.
right, shit. But do we have any more questions from people?
No, I think we have most of them there.
I say we'll have a bunch more. Guys, if you have any more questions, please feel free to hit us up. We love to talk money and what to do with your money because we do all right with ours once in a while.
Once in a while, we do pretty good.
$8 Bud Lights.
Just to let our new best friend in Norway know, typically we're Tuesday nights.
We are.
But if you give us a follow on Twitter, I always post to Twitter when we're gonna do this on Twitch. And obviously since you're following us on Twitch, you'll get a notification when we go live. Otherwise, you can find us on Facebook as well, which
Yeah.
I hate Facebook, but I got to use it for business purposes. There's that.
Profiling purposes. We got Kenny G and Steel on the jukebox. Sick.
Play both kinds of music here, country and western.
It's sick. Yes. But as always,
What'd you think
guys,
about your beer?
I thought my beer was a little skunky. I have to
That's
say,
sad.
Facebook's not my fave.
Yeah, we hate Zuckerberg's bees.
I say all the time my Bud Lights were a little skunky, and I don't like the skunk.
I was non-alcoholic tonight.
And
The Black Butte,
I think was our favorite of the night.
absolutely, it was. It is excellent beer. I do like the Polliner, even though you don't, because I like the lemon.
And I'll say to our new Polar Nights, right?
Yep.
Please feel free to send us some of your homemade. Just
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll I mean, who's the carrier that comes across here? Can't think of the dang thing. But yeah, figure out a way to ship it in a box, and here we go, man. Fuck Bud Light. Wow.
I agree. Fuck Bud Light.
All right, I get it. Say, tried and true, always the blue. Baby.
Yeah, you like
Trying
it.
to watch my calories.
Yeah.
All right, say.
Anyways, Nick, you're normal.
Like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family. Say if you hop on and join us, we'll definitely interact with you all night long.
Absolutely, we will. So I will have last week's episode up probably, what is today? Thursday? Probably Friday.
Yeah.
And then I will probably get this one up over the weekend so that we're back to nothing in the can for a while.
Like Tuesday, yeah, we're planning Tuesday.
Planning on Tuesday, talking coins.
Yeah, let's do it.
So thanks for joining us, and Polar Nights, thank you for all the great questions. We really did appreciate that, and we will see you guys next week.
It's time to go live on TikTok.
You've dialed in
To Box and Brews, you might hear something
you can use.
like tips on your cash or tips on the suds.
You're gonna want to
The
use
smarts of these
because
stuff.
they know the
And
brews.
they know the box, and they know they can't help the stubborn fucks.
So listen up, cause shit's not funny.
And save yourself some
Beer money, bucks,
and brews.
Bucks and
Bucks
brews.
and brews.
brews.
Bucks and brews.